Okay, I don't know what's happening, but I can't see that I am live on YouTube, but you guys can see and hear me, right? You guys can definitely see and hear me. Okay, there we go. All right. I don't know what's happening on YouTube, but it's telling me that I am not live. So it's clearly lying to me. PFA saying she sees a rabbit in the yard. The moment my live stream starts, there's a rabbit just hanging out in the yard. That is not a good omen. We got the New York Jets. Hold on one second. Let me go see what's happening here. Jesus Christ almighty. Now you can hear me, right? All right, here we go. Little bunny Fufu wants to see the Jets play. Hopefully, I'm very excited about this. We get to see Cade Klubnik in all his glory because we're not going to get any Geno Smith stuff happening tonight. So, yeah, we will see Cade Klubnik. Very excited about that. What else? There he is. He looks like a Jets quarterback. His helmet looks kind of big. It's not a Guardian helmet. It just looks like a big helmet. Let's see who is here. Let's see who's here. We've got Ashley Atchison. We've got Landon. What's going on? We got Tim Daniel. We got Remy the Enforcer. We got Emily Brandt. What is going on? JB. Anakin. Let's go. Jets go 8-9, third place in the East. I don't know that they'll get 8 wins. I don't know what happened.
How they get in, and I'll show you tomorrow.
Okay, they get in through that area.
There's like a little space in between the gate and the thing.
Oh, okay. All right. So, all new quarterbacks look like they're 12. Yeah, they do. They do. Let me get the title on screen here. Hold on. I was playing around with the new titles that I've made. They're not going to be shown yet, but I've been playing around with them. There is Ashley's title. That's going to be named something different when the season starts. All of them are, except the Demonverse title. I think we're going to keep that one all Demonverse, but the other ones are going to have new names. And I've got some team belts. Been working on team belts. Been working on the helmets. So I've been working on a lot of things on the stream. Also working on the new long form video, which I don't know when that's going to get done, but I'm doing a lot of research for it, just so you know. But this preseason has been glorious, has it not? Josh Jacobs getting closer to a return. Yeah, Geno Smith has a foot injury out tonight versus the Buccaneers. Good. I want to see what Cade Klubnik does. But this preseason has been phenomenal. Jeremiah Love looked really good. Fernando Mendoza went 10-16. I think did he have 1 touchdown or 2? But what about Drew Allard? Good God, Mike McCarthy. Can that man groom quarterbacks or what? Drew Allard looks, I'll tell you what, I was skeptical of Dak Prescott for a long time. I was like, he's not that good. And then I sat here and I thought about it. I was like, when Mike McCarthy went there, that's when I started turning around on Dak. That's when I was like, and I never realized it until today. I was like, that's when I started looking at Dak Prescott saying, actually, he's a pretty good quarterback. Wait, maybe I've been wrong this whole time. There is something about Mike McCarthy, and he might be able to groom Drew Aller. I was telling Steelers fans this when they hired him, and Steelers fans were losing their mind. They said, I think you have a good one. I think you have a good one now. The man can groom quarterbacks. It's soon. It's not officially the start of the first quarter, so I'm not going to add the start of the first quarter yet. Isaac is actually me's here. Let's see. Can you show the Bengals belt because the Bengals won last night? If Matt, let me just say, if Matt West approves the showing of the belts, then I will show the belts. How's that? I typically like to keep it for the season so that there's something to look forward to. So, but maybe I could show it on. Maybe I'll show it to you on Discord. I don't know if I want to show it to the world yet. Don't know if I want to show it to the world yet. They have to be. We have to wait for the actual season has to leave us something to be happy. To wait for. Is that what I'm saying? But I have the Steelers belt made. I have the Bengals belt made. I have the Patriots belt made. I only have a handful of belts. Browns at Bears, 1 p.m. Saturday. Oh, we got some preseason games on Saturday. That's nice. By the way, next week there was going to be a Demon Verse After Dark yesterday. I actually wanted to do it yesterday, but I had plans on it, and then I got sick. Can you believe that? I tossed my cookies a little bit, but it was okay. It was okay. She says, okay. All right. If you want me to show the belt, I'll show the belt. Hold on. Let me get the winner's title up here. Let me see if I could, do I even have it in a file yet? I think I might. See if I could find it. If I could find it, I'll definitely show it to you, but I'm not going to show, I'm not showing any other belts. I'm not showing any other belts. I'll show this one. Because it's made. All right, hold on. To me, it's got a little bit of a Knight Rider look to it. It's got a little bit of a Knight Rider feel to it, but I like it. I like this belt. I think these lights actually light up, or these, I don't know if they're gems or they're lights. They might be LED lights. So Landon says New Orleans 12-5. Lofty. There is the great Cade Klubnik. Don't tell Matt West I showed you the belt without his permission. He's going to get mad at me. So that is the Bengals belt. Joe Beller got less awareness in the pocket. Oh, then the Ocean Gate Submarine people. Oh, my God. Who do I think will win tomorrow? Rams or Chiefs? Probably the Chiefs. Because Sean Payton doesn't play anybody in the preseason. Ghost Rider maybe, not Knight Rider. It reminded me of Knight Rider for some reason when I showed it, when I created it. And I actually like that one. That's nice indeed. God save Joe Burrow. God save the Queen also. It's a little too late for that. Okay, we got soon here. So it is, let's see, 6:54 p.m. Kickoff is at 7, so we still got some time. Yeah, you should change God Save Joe Burrow to God Protect Good Joe Burrow. Yeah, he got sacked yesterday, right? Keep that man upright. That's all you have to do. Just keep him upright. Because that is the name of the game, making sure Joe Burrow stays healthy. So, next week, so it's PFA and I's, is that the proper English way to say it? Anniversary. 21 years. 21 years, you believe that? That's a lot of me. God bless her. Thursday, our anniversary is actually on Thursday, so there's not going to be Demonverse After Dark on Thursday, and there probably won't be one on Friday because I think we're doing a two-day thing. So, but it's okay. It's only week 2 of preseason. Even though preseason has been phenomenal this year, it's been so good. There's Minka Fitzpatrick. Can't believe I see him in a Jets uniform. It's just like the Jets to have an elite safety in the twilight of his career. We've had that quite a few times. Ed Reed, Ronnie Lott, just to name a couple. I think that's it, actually. We didn't have John Lynch, right? John Lynch was never a Jet. It feels like he was. Have the Jets added the pieces to begin a franchise turnaround? Of course they have. What kind of question is that? That's a silly question. I can't believe I'm about to see Jets football on my screen, though. I am very excited about this. Even though it doesn't count, this is where we shine. I guarantee a win tonight. This is exactly where we shine. That Ocean Gate thing was tragic. That was terrible. Shame on you, JB, for making light of that. I'm just kidding. Cassius Howell. Cassius Howell was a nice pick. Yeah, I think your defense is going to be remarkable. I really do. I think there's going to be a, when I say remarkable, I mean there's going to be a big jump from what they were last year. I think the Cowboys defense is going to be the same way, which is why perhaps I'm predicting a Cowboys Bengals Super Bowl. Let's see. I don't know. Listen, I'm going to go with my heart. Anything can happen. We'll see. Demarest and I might have, well, I'll say Demarest. Demarest will be choosing that. As you know, I always choose the Super Bowl right before the season starts, and I put it in an envelope, and then on Super Bowl Sunday, I will reveal what my choices were, and we'll see if I was right. Would you like for Baker Mayfield to be a Jet next year? I don't want to have to pay a quarterback next year. And if I'm paying a quarterback, I would rather, since we have the draft capital, if we're not good this year and we're in position to draft a quarterback, I think I would rather go that route. I like Baker. Baker's a dog, but do I think Baker is the guy that will take this team over the top? I don't know. I think I would rather take a swing and maybe hit an elite quarterback, or, you know, I mean, so there's the chance of that player being an elite quarterback. There's a chance of him being a bust, and there's a chance of him being a mid-tier quarterback. I would rather take that swing and not have to pay him for a few years than have to pay Baker Mayfield the money that he wants and then just live and die by that decision. So I think I would rather that. The team's not, if this was the team from a few years ago, right before we got Aaron Rodgers, and you were telling me, we could take this version of Baker, I would have taken that in a heartbeat. There's a bit of a different situation. Just watched my Packers last night, and I can say this: we have a kicker. Yeah, Tyler Loop, right? That's your kicker. Oh no, wait, it's not Tyler. What's his name? Who's the kicker? Not Tyler Loop. Tyler Loop is missing field goals in some league elsewhere. Smack, like Trey Smack, right? Is that it? Is that it? Jets got to get one of Mensa or Arch. Listen, let's see what happens this year in terms of who the elite college quarterbacks are going to be, because it always changes. And throughout the season, it just, somebody emerges, somebody we didn't expect. At this point last year, I don't think anybody was talking about Fernando Mendoza being the first overall pick. I don't know if anybody was talking about him being in the first round. And he looks good. He looks good. Drew Aller looked better. But it is preseason, so, Trey Smack, yes. Yes. Then I woke up from PFT's fantasy. Why are you sleeping in my fantasy? Get out, Remy. Nobody invited you. The Packers have a kicker, but they do not have a defensive coordinator. Yes, they might not even have the same head coach next season if they don't make the playoffs. What was it? The past three since they introduced the 7 seed, the Packers have gotten the 7 seed every season. I think since they introduced it. I think that changes this year. We'll find out. What's up, Lions Main? Red X Powers here, and now the moment we've all been waiting for. Yes, we got to see the great Cade Klubnik. I got to lose my mind if I see him. This program's blocked in my area. Wait a second. That can't be right. Are you kidding me? No way. Wait a second. That can't be true. That can't be right. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to be able to see the Jets game? That can't be. No. I will scream my head off right now. They are not giving me the Jets game. No. What? Oh, I'm going to punch somebody in the nose. Hold on. This can't be. This is insane. That can't happen. That can't be happening. That cannot be happening. Go. Oh. Okay. This would be the worst thing to ever happen in my entire life, I think. Let's see. How is it blocked in my area? You're crazy. You're crazy. How do I hate, oh boy. That is ridiculous. They're not giving me the Jets game. Oh, I have stupid NFL network or whatever it's supposed to be on. I have it. Why? And it's being recorded and it's not recording anything. It's blocked in my area. How dare you? And I have the football package. This is insane. And we're in the Tampa Bay area. How do we not get this? Hold on. I can't with this. This has to be incorrect. Let me just try a couple of things here. Oh my! I was so excited all day to watch. This is what makes me want to punch preseason football right in the face. Here we go. I think I got it. No, do I? I think I do. Are they showing me the game? Oh, I'm going to scream. I have two doofuses on my screen. I don't know if they're going to show me the Jets game, though. Damn you, Goodell. Yeah, really. Oh, yes, we got it. All right, there we go. MetLife Stadium. I knew I was going to have it. LOZE, lose. Remy, if I were you, I would worry about my New York Giants more than I would be concerned about my Jets. But you are. I have to give you a stream alert for that. No, hold on. I screwed up already. There's the stream alert. Did you guys hear the alert when it comes through? Remy is your new Streams Universal Champion. With that horrible showing of classlessness. That's what I'm going to say, Remy. You know I love you. All right. Remy is your Streams new Universal Champion. Are you guys going to show me the Jet game? They're still here talking. They're talking in front of a TV that has the Jets logo and the Bucks logo behind it. They should be showing me the game. I'll start the season on the Phantom Zone. And now we're going to Mr. Krab commercial. Okay, but they are really testing me right now. They're testing me, and I did not study. Where is Remy on here? I got to get Remy's name up. Okay, all right, hold on. I got you, Remy. I got you. Your name's going to be on screen in a moment. Remy the Enforcer. So, just because Remy thinks he's funny, because he came in with the comedy tonight, I have a couple of things to say. I was listening to our good friend Colin Cowherd the other day, and they were talking about, he was talking to Nick Wright, saying that he thinks the Giants are going to be better than the Cowboys. And Nick Wright thought he was out of his mind, as did I. But I wasn't in studio. And Nick Wright told him, "You're gonna when you're watching the game and it's the Giants have like a 3rd and 14, and Jackson Dart runs for 4 yards and dives head first, and then Dak Prescott's out there throwing darts to George Pickens and Jake Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb, you're going to change your tune really fast." And I agreed wholeheartedly with what he said. Yes. Jason Williams says, Jets, let's go. Yes, Jason, I'm with you. I think I have the game. I don't know. I have soon up here. That could mean whenever. How soon is now? I don't know. I'm going to put first quarter because why not? I mean, there were people on my screen talking as if the game was going to occur on my screen, but now we are at commercials for, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Your official Buck station. Now, you would think if this is the official Buck station, we're going to get the Buccaneers preseason game, right? You would think. Let's see. What's up, Andy Ruggles? I think it'll be funny if the Giants end up better than the Ravens. You know what? It's a possibility. I don't have much faith in the Ravens either. Ravens fans seem to think it is a foregone conclusion that they're going to make the playoffs. Okay. So we've got it, but it's in Espanol. So I have the game, but it's in Spanish. So I don't know what they're saying. Let me see if I can get the English version of it so I could know what they're saying. I should probably, you see, I should have just learned Spanish. This is really my fault. All right, but we could see, yeah, I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear it. As long as I could see it, that's fine. If I was hanging out somewhere at a local pub or something, I wouldn't be able to hear the game anyway. So, thank you, Jason Williams. You're sending me some jewels. Nice. Appreciate it. The Karate Kid is on. Wait a minute. Followed by the Karate Kid Part 2. Do you guys want to have a Karate Kid watch party? We can do that for another day. We can save that for another day. Yeah, it is. I'm only going to get it in Spanish, so it's okay. That's fine. At least I get to see what's happening. So weird that the NFL Network would black it out in my area. I don't know why they did that, but I don't even know if it's supposed to be on because it's like I'm getting like a weird. It's flickering now. They're probably trying to black it out, but my TV's fighting for me. My TV's fighting for it to be on. Keep fighting. Never stop fighting. Here we go. Okay. Join live. And there is the kickoff. And the Bucs will take over at the 38-yard line. Let's see what this vaunted Jets defense looks like. Maybe, you know what? If they get an interception tonight, I am counting that. I'm counting that. The good thing is, since, Connor Bazelak has played for 9 seasons in the NFL. I've never heard of him before. But we'll see how Connor Bazelak does. If the Jets can't pick him off, then that's it. Let's see. Yeah, they obviously want me to fly to New York and buy some stuff. Woody, man, come on. Come on. And back to pass is Connor Bazelak. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, and that is incomplete. Did you guys see Sauce Gardner fall against A.J. Brown and then immediately tweeted about it when he got criticized for it? I'm just like, oh, God. Thank God you're not on our team anymore. Thank you for the 2 first-rounders. Now just go do that stuff elsewhere. Like, his tweeting is, it's remarkable. Hey, we have a new stream champion. Hold on, wait a minute. You guys said you did hear the stream alerts, right? You hear the stream alert? I want to make sure because I can't hear it. Lions are taking back the North. Book it. I'm not booking anything. $4.99 to avoid infringing on JD5's intellectual property. Yes. Wise. We have a new Streams Universal Champion who is also your Demon Lady Champion. That is Ashley Atchison. There we go. Let's get that changed right now. And let's see if Connor Bazelak can do anything. Here we go. Okay. $4.99 not to infringe upon JD5's number 5. That man needs to get it together. Oh, we got a big sack. Is that Will McDonald? Big sack by the New York Jets. That is Will McDonald. He got back there, sacked the quarterback. 4th down. We got a 3 and out. The Jets defense forced a 3 and out. Yes. So you did hear you heard it. Okay. Thank you. JD5 can go suck a helmet through a garden hose. Remy's on fire tonight. Wow, what got into you? All right, let me update this over here. There's the kickoff. Is that Justin Fields returning? He's not on the Jets anymore. He's on Kansas City. And I think that's... is that Isaiah Williams? No, Pritchett, number 81. Okay. Pritchett on the return. Little wiggle to him. And here comes the great Cade Klubnik. I can't even get his name right. I'm so excited. Here comes the great Cade Klubnik. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. That is 87-10, I believe. $43.87.10. Cade Klubnik, his first snap, working out of the shotgun, takes it, rolls out to his right, completes the pass. I don't think I've ever seen a more complete pass than that. That is a first down. Oh, wait a minute. Do we have an offense? Oh, Matt West, what's going on? I'm in a bad mood. Sorry, I'll go to the Phantom Zone. You know, if you keep asking to go to the Phantom Zone, you're never going to get there. You're never going to get there. You can't demand the Phantom Zone. It doesn't happen. It's not the way it works. Remy, there's no reason to be in a bad mood. Be in a good mood. Come on. Smile. Here we go. The great Cade Klubnik working out of they call that the shotgun. He's got 3 wide with a running back to his left. He takes the snap. He pitches it underhand to Breece Hall, and that was a disgusting play that is a typical New York Jets play that I see during the season, and I'm hateful that I have to see it right now. But it's okay. It's okay. There we go. Okay. First down, Jets. I need Omar Cooper Jr. to be Offensive Rookie of the Year. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. We had a season where we had Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year, and it got us absolutely nowhere. And one of those players has been traded since then. Blitz coming. Klubnik over the middle to the tight end. Cuts the field in half. We got 3rd down. And about 6 coming up. Team Klubnik's mom. Klubnik. That does look like Klubnik's on the back. Like it looks like an X. There's Aaron Glenn looking all serious and confused. He was reading the wrong side of his play sheet. He had to flip it over. All right, here we go. Cade Klubnik out of the shotgun, back to pass. He's got some time. Gets the ball off. That is high pointed by Garrett Wilson, and that's a first down for the New York Jets. Wow, that was nice. That was nice. There we go. I haven't seen a quarterback do this for the Jets in a while. Then Brett Favre was the last one. No, actually, I always forget about Ryan Fitzpatrick. He was pretty good. He was pretty good. All right, Garrett Wilson high points that ball. 6', 183. We're about the same size. Klubnik under center. Wow, this Jets play calling by Frank Reich. Klubnik tries to get away from the pressure. He does. He throws it out of bounds. All right. All right. Jets play calling is pretty better than it was so far this early into the preseason. Is that a quarterback who looks like he knows what's going on? Yes. And more importantly, it looks like a quarterback who wants to be here. Wow, a lot of empty seats. It's no surprise. Klubnik has 2 receivers to his left. He gives this ball to Breece Hall, runs up the middle. He's got a little room to run. That's about a 5-yard gain. Should have about 3rd and 5 coming up. The only thing that matters in the preseason, in my opinion, is no injuries. Yeah, that does matter. I don't think that's the only thing that matters. I think it is important to see, how these guys do and whatnot. I think, especially for the rookies and the guys trying to make the team, getting them playing time. Some of these guys actually shine in the preseason. And we, that's, I'm trying to say something, but a lot of times when we see guys shine in the preseason, it doesn't really carry over. Garrett Wilson with another catch, and that's a first down. Klubnik to Wilson is going to be a problem all season long, so you guys know. Melissa Klein's here, hold on, with a $5 and says, there he is, all full of hope. I will cherish these moments when the chili arrives in the real season. Yes, I'm going to stick my head in a big bowl of chili. The Jets are already dragging me in. They're already dragging me in, Melissa Klein. And we have a new Streams Universal Champion, Melissa Klein. She is also on the contenders list, so hold on a second. Wait a minute. We have a stream alert. I got to get that up. There it is. New Streams Universal Champion. Breece Hall cuts this to the outside. He's across the 20, the 10, and he stumbles and goes out of bounds. Can never just be easy, right? There's always got to be like some kind of stumbling or something like that, but it's fine. It's fine. Melissa Klein, there you go. Bam, your name is on screen. Cleveland Browns fan, who do you want to win your starting quarterback job, by the way? I need to know. Really want to know. The world wants to know. Wait, I think I have the contenders list here. Yes. Melissa Klein is... yeah, hold on. Klubnik gives this to Breece Hall, makes a couple of moves. He's still up, gets a couple of yards, fighting forward, and he gets taken down. All right. So up to 1117. Let's update that. Hold on. On the contenders list. Hold on. I'm doing a new thing with the contenders list, and for some reason it's not working the way I want it to work. Okay, there we go. Now it should be working. There we go. As Cade Klubnik runs out to his right, he points downfield, gets pushed out of bounds. Melissa Klein's your number 2 contender. There you go, right behind Ratty Egg Plaid. Very nice. Thank you very much. The chili is ready. I actually made chili last night. Just getting ready because my head's gonna go right in it. I kind of like what I'm seeing from Klubnik so far. Obviously we will know by the end of this game whether or not he will be a capable starter, if we're gonna have to use that one of those first rounders on a quarterback next season. Klubnik back to pass on 3rd and goal. Come on, I want to see the Jets get in the end zone. I can never, not even in preseason, can I see the Jets score a touchdown. Ball's a little high, thrown out of the end zone. This is just like stuff that always happens. Good God. All right, well, Cade Klubnik is not happy that he didn't throw a touchdown pass. I'm not happy either. So we're both on the same page. Maybe we can get 3. Here comes Cade York, his 3rd season in the NFL. First season as a Jet, 6'1", 206. Let's see if he can plug this one through. 7-12 left. And he does, and the Jets are on the board. The Jets are winning the football game. Oh, glory days. All right, hold on. The New York Jets are up 3-zip. And the skull is removed from the screen. Okay. All right. There we go. And the Oak Street was really good. I got to check that out. Packers fans more concerned about Bears relocating than Gannon's defensive scheme looking horrid. I'll tell you, man, the Bears offense is going to be insane. We got an Uncle alert. I love those. Thank you, Jeremy. I don't know how to translate those, so I can't translate them to the offering totals for some reason, because there's no way for me to know what that is, but in terms of monetary value. But I know it's 440 joules, and I appreciate it, Jason. Thank you so much. The Sean will have another injury tomorrow. Count on it. Oh, wait, did you? Hey, there's SG. Arch Manning next year. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You're going to have to fight us for him because I got my eyes on him too. But you guys have the in because the Mannings are friendly with the Haslams. So you guys have the in. I mean, he's no Trace Smack. You know it's going to be bad for the Packers because all they're doing is talking about Trace Smack. There's nothing else to talk about. I'm hearing LaFleur. So another thing that I wanted to bring up was there is apparently, as far as Matt LaFleur goes, there are questions about his toughness or the toughness that he tries to relay to his players. Questions about whether or not he wants the team to be tough or fight back, or if they get smacked in the mouth. Interesting. A lot. So when you start hearing these little things about a coach, I know he got signed, but it doesn't matter. Packers organization could always get rid of him. And I believe if he misses the playoffs, that will be the case because they went in for Micah Parsons and they gave up draft capital for Micah Parsons. And I know we got hurt last year, but you go 2 years, 2 seasons with nothing to show for it. And one of them, you don't even make the playoffs. That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. And the Bucs will take over at the 10. Rowdy Eggplad's here. What's going on? He's your number one contender. Comes in with a tenner. Let me get that on screen. Hold on. Tua aborted snap. Oh, boy. Tua. Wait, he's not a Miami Dolphin anymore. He's not my concern. This is how you offer to the demonic football God. My God, why can't I read? I'm going to read that again, Rowdy. Sorry about that. This is how you offer to the demonic football gods. Praise Baal. Yes, Baal has not made an appearance yet. Baal has not made an appearance yet. I can't even find him. But if I do, he will show up. Thank you, Rowdy. We have a new Streams Universal Champion. Is this Sean Tucker running the football? He's pretty good. He got a few yards. Sean Tucker. We have a new stream alert. Oh, wait a minute. We have a new Streams Universal Champion. That is Rowdy Eggplad. Rowdy Eggplad. Let's get his name up right now. Hold on. Bam. Okay. There we go. Bam. There's Rowdy Eggplad. And I'm going to get his name updated here. Hold on. What the heck am I doing? Was that a catch? I don't believe it. Oh, they're saying it was a catch. I thought it was a little low. The refs are already killing us. Refs are already in mid-season form. Whatever. There you go, Rowdy Eggplad. Yes. Number one contender. And let me update you over here. Thank you very much, Rowdy. Rowdy is very, very, very excited, I'm sure, about this season. It's always a weird thing. I've only experienced it once in my football. Actually, no, twice, I'd say. Because I did sort of experience it with Rex Ryan, but more so year 2 of Parcells when we went into year 2. I really thought the Jets were going to win the Super Bowl that year. I was like, the Jets are the best team in the league. They're going to win the Super Bowl. And I was so confident. And then Vinny went down with the Achilles. And you know what? I was sort of confident that Aaron Rodgers would get them into the playoffs. I wasn't so confident that they would win the Super Bowl, but I thought they could get there. And then he goes down with an Achilles. Under Rex Ryan, I don't want to say I was confident that they had a great roster, but I never had faith in Mark Sanchez. So that was the one thing I was just like, every quarterback we play in the playoffs is going to be better than our quarterback, and I think that's a problem. So, and I was right about that. And I'm not happy that I was right, but I was right anyway. Let me make sure I have Rowdy's total updated here. I'm very excited for you guys to see the new titles this year. The new titles for the champions. And I want to get a good screen for the contenders too. I'm working on all that stuff. But there we go. Samuel Miller comes in with a 15 spot, says, I'm doing this just to hear the trumpet sound again. And you will hear it. Wait a minute. I got to get it out of there. And then we will hear it one more time. We have a new Streams Universal Champion. Hold on. And it is Samuel Miller. Did I talk over the sound effect? I'll play it again for you, Samuel Miller. Hold on. There you go. So I don't talk over it. Samuel Miller, thank you so much. Let's get your name up there. I am moving the screen for some reason on my end. He is your new Streams Universal Champion. Hold on a moment as we update that. Everybody's so excited about the Jets playing football, and I couldn't be happier. I really couldn't be happier. I mean, if we would have gotten in the end zone, I would have been happier. So scratch that. I would have loved to see us get in the end zone. There is the great Samuel Miller. He is also on the contenders list. He is the number 3 contender. So that is 785. Well, let me update that. Nope, wait. 75. 780. 780 is where you're at. Where you are. Sorry. 780 is where the great Samuel Miller is. And Roddy Eggplant is up to 3156. And he's the new Streams new champion once again. So wait, I got a few things to show you guys. Hold on. And there we go. There we go. The top 5 offering contenders. Roddy Eggplant, Melissa Klein, Samuel Miller, Mike Causey, Jeff's Party. That is, let me see if I remember this. Of course I do. We got Rams, Browns, Bengals, Broncos, Cowboys in that order. And of course, we are going to get the sound effect coming up for the great Roddy Eggplant, who is the new Streams Universal Champion. Who is this at quarterback now? Is this Mike Tomczak? Does he still play? He's rolling out to his right. I don't know why I said Mike Tomczak. Was he even number 16? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Rowdy Eggplant 3156. Okay, I think I got it updated everywhere. Oh my God, my voice. Did you hear that? It sound like Bobby Brady. I got Rowdy Eggplant updated here. Got to get him on screen. Got Samuel Miller updated here. Here we go. Okay, Jets defense. The Jets defense. Can I say it without my voice cracking? Let's try it one more time. The Jets defense. There we go. Now I sounded like a grown-up. Hold on. Roddy Eggplant says, boink, this is the preseason. There is no need for a Super Bowl $1,000 war. Roddy Eggplant was in an epic battle with Ashley Atchison during the Super Bowl. For anybody who missed it, it was an epic battle. You can find it if you go search the live stream. Set list or whatever, playlist is what they call it, right? Jets defense is not looking great, which is, oh, it is looking great. I'm sorry, they're punting. All right. Great or just pretty good. There we go. I got it. Sorry. Changing Rowdy's name right now. There you go, Rowdy Eggplant. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. I really appreciate it. It helps keep the lights on here. And as you can see, Demon Manor is a big place. It uses up a lot of electricity. I think there were like 6 title changes in a minute For the Streams Universal Champion, yeah. Those title changes. But when we have these title changes, I have a special on-screen thing that I like. For now, I might make it more grand, but it'll occur once we have a new champion at some point. And week 1, we'll definitely have a new champion because they reset. So... Streams Universal Champion will distract. Will distract PFD from the Jets play. No, I could always just say, wait a minute, I'm going to get to this after this play. 4th and 9, Bucks are going to punt. Sean Cantrell's here without cracking your voice and a straight face. My voice just continues to crack. It's going to do that all year. Sean Cantrell is your television title holder. Hold on. Let's get that set up. I'm going to make a little totem here, I think, for the title holders. And the Jets are going to get excellent field position here. Inside the 50. Wow, I think that's the best field position they had in 2 seasons. Excellent field position. There's a flag. Okay. No challenge. Every time Rich's voice cracks, we must all praise Muji and take a shot of terrible New Jersey Bodega liquor. Wait a minute. The Bodega liquor wasn't terrible. It was pretty good. You're gonna get wasted by the end of the first quarter because my voice is gonna continue to crack. Marcus Mariota is his status has changed from healthy to questionable, so I guess he got hurt in the preseason game. The Bears defense is going to be one of the worst. What? Oh, the Bears defense. I thought you meant offense. It's going to be one of the worst in my opinion. But one of the best offenses, yes. Vikings have so many holes, and Kevin O'Connell is low-key a fraud. Wait a minute, Isaac. Whoa, hold on. And the Packers are just so mid. I don't think Kevin O'Connell is a fraud by any stretch of the imagination. I actually think the Vikings have a pretty good, well-rounded team. And their defense, their defense, I mean, it's not elite, but it's not bad. They can make noise in the NFC. The problem with the Bears is, they are going to have to score at a pretty high clip if their defense doesn't play up to what it should play up to. That's one reason why but the Caleb Williams factor, what bothers me is, so they say he lost 13 pounds and he's faster, so he's going to run more. But then you're leaving yourself open to hits and you're lighter. I don't know if that's the best decision. But Tyson Bagent, I think, is one of the best backups in the league. I think he can work well with that offense. I know. I can't remember the Bears head coach's name right now because I'm just blanking on it. But I know he loves him. So even if Caleb goes down, I think the offense will still be able to move. It's not going to have the explosiveness that it would with Caleb Williams, of course, or that big play last drive ability, but it could be efficient enough to just move downfield and get in the end zone. All of Tua's passes have gone to Kyle Pitts so far. Here we go again. Ben Johnson, yes. Cade Klubnik with a nice pass. That is complete. He's wearing Chad Pennington's old number. Chad Pennington's old number is 10. That's 2 5s. That's going to doubly piss off Jaden Daniels. I think the Packers will win the North this year, says Tim Daniel. Don't say Tim has a good grasp of football. He goes around telling people Jalen Hurts is elite. Come on. Tim Daniel made me crack up when I saw his comment on my short. The last short I had. Oh, there's Braylon Allen. He's a tank, takes us down to the 35-yard line. I would love to get in the end zone if we can. That would be remarkable. Please. I'm only asking, like, for preseason touchdowns. Is that too much to ask? Not even asking for real season touchdowns. 305. Let's see. Cade Klubnik under center. Pitches it out to Braylon Allen. He's going to get about 5. Oh, maybe a little more. All right. About 6 yards for the great Braylon Allen. Cade Klubnik is reminding me of someone under that helmet, and I can't think of who it is. Oh, we got another Uncle alert for JB. That was for Shane Giggles. Shane Giggles comes in with the dad joke. I love it. Dad jokes are the best jokes of all the jokes, by the way. If you don't appreciate dad jokes, then what are you? Braylon Allen takes off, and he gets in the end zone, and the Jets are just opening up the lead. They are dominating the stupid Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, I can't even count how many points. Oh, we have 9 points. That's not that many, but it feels like a lot. Wow. Look at Braylon Allen. He just cuts on the inside, has all the room in the world to run. This Jets offensive line is going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Make note of it now. I think the Packers win the North. Whoa, hello, Braylon Allen. Yeah, that was very nice. We got an end zone appearance by the New York Jets. They're in the end zone in the first quarter. When was the last time I said that? When was the last time I said that? Oh, you're at 20 for the stream. Yeah, sorry, Rowdy. You are at 20. Why do I always mess up Rowdy's total? I'm a fool. I am a fool. I'm going to correct that right now, Rowdy. $20. There you go. I don't often tell dad jokes, but when I do, he laughs. Oh, that's a good one, SG. That's a good one. Did I miss the beginning? Did you mean to set up the Jets helmet like that? What's wrong with the Jets helmet? Is there something wrong with it? I think it looks good. Jets in the preseason moving like the 2024, 2025 postseason Dodgers. Oh, Loco's here. What's going on? He goes, oh, no. Agent Zero, yes. The great Braylon Allen. Trucks his way into the end zone. It looks really fast. It does look fast. That's way faster than a bison or a buffalo, whatever. I always called it a buffalo, and everybody's telling me it's a bison, so I guess I have to call it a bison now? I don't know. Who cares about the stupid Buffalo Bills and their fans? I'm putting yo, and then it's changing to oh no. Oh, really? And then you're retracting it. Loco does not want YouTube to misquote him. Oh, you're welcome, SG. That was remarkable. I loved it. Seeing Rich excited for the Jets is always so fun. Yeah, you don't get a lot of it. You really don't get a lot of it. Sometimes reality sets in. In the preseason, though, they're just I'm going to give them the 10th point. I'm going to give them the 10th point. I know we haven't seen it yet, but this is how confident I am in preseason Jets football that I'm going to go ahead and give them the 10th point, even though I don't think it's been confirmed yet. I don't believe it has. It has. It has. Okay. There are some Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans. They're smiling, even though they are deeply in pain because they're getting utterly embarrassed right now. I don't know how you can even show your faces here. They look like a nice family, though, to be honest. It has that Muji tail. You see? Look, and Muji is right there. Look at the look on his face. I'm pointing at my screen here, like you can see that. I meant to do this. Look at that. Look at those eyes. That is really his face in there, by the way. He did not pose for that picture. It's a candid shot that my people happen to get. And when I say people, I don't mean Josh. The Jets logo does look fast, though. Oh, 10-zip. My God, we are blowing out the Bucs. They should just leave the field, leave the stadium. Hang your heads in shame. Hang your heads in shame. All right, here we go. I wish I could hear the game. That's the only thing that's bothering me about this. I mean, I could hear it, but it's in Spanish. For some reason, they're saying I can't. I'm blacked out here. That is a 4-yard gain. When you get the football package, right, they should give you all the preseason games. Is that not stupid? They charge you for the football package, and they're like, we're not going to give you preseason games. No, and you know what? You have to get Amazon Prime if you want the Thursday games. And you have to get Peacock if you want the Peacock games. And you have to get Netflix if you want the Netflix games too. Sean Tucker gets a first down, but he gets hammered. I don't think I've ever seen anybody get hit so hard. Oh, the Bucs might cross midfield. Wow. Insane. Just speak Spanish. I can. I can put it on. Could you translate for me, Loco? I'll put the audio on, and then you call me, and then I'll just put you on speaker. Funniest thing is seeing someone freak out hearing my 2-year-old yelling touchdown from the truck. Did he got excited when he saw Braylon Allen? I mean, I don't blame him. That's probably something that's going to be burned into his memory for the rest of his life, and that probably just turned him into a Jet fan. He's going to tell that story for ages. He's going to be like, when I was 2, I was sitting in this truck, and Braylon Allen had one of the nicest runs you would ever see. I mean, it was remarkable. That's going to happen. I promise that's going to happen. Bam, bam. All right. And there is the snap, and they give it to... Oh, no, the quarterback is running. He fooled me. I was looking at Sean Tucker. Basilax. Basilax? Sounds better. Basilax sounds like the Buffy villain or something. Something that would be in the vampire book that Giles carries around with him, that big book. End of the first quarter. All right. We're going into the second quarter. That always comes immediately after the first quarter for those units at football. Let's go and change that to ND. And there we go. Looks great on screen. I just got to make it look better because it's kind of falling. There we go. Elite placement. Ashley comes in with a 5, says, sorry, I'm late on this, but go Jets. Congrats on scoring. Well, thank you very much. Yes. It was a fantastic moment. I'll never forget it. The day Braylon Allen scored on a handoff from Cade Klubnik. That's going to be something that will stay embedded in my memory forever. And in Emily's 2-year-old son's memory as well. Okay. Ashley's up to 998. I gotta change that on screen. There, hold on. There we go. All right. Got that fixed. I'm getting a workflow. I'm getting the workflow down for my new system. And it's going to be easier than ever. Getting the workflow down. Goal. Why didn't anyone tell me a team was allowed to score 3 touchdowns in a game, let alone by just one quarterback? Shane giggles. Did I not tell you this Steelers team was going to be different? Offense was going to be a thing suddenly. I mean, are you praising Mike McCarthy yet? He's turning Drew Aller into an elite quarterback. I want a public Mike McCarthy apology. The Jets have 113 total yards. Wow, compared to the Bucs 37. Wait a minute, we might win 15 games this year. This is going to be insane. Oh my God. I can't believe it. This is the team that's supposed to be the cream of the crop of the NFC South. Are you kidding me? Put us in the NFC South. We'll go undefeated. Better get your Super Bowl tickets before they're sold out. Better get your Avengers Doomsday tickets too before they're sold out. This is the Jets Super Bowl. The Super Bowl wishes. Wait. This is the second quarter. Bucks have to rush that throw. They completed it, but still. I would love to see an interception. I haven't seen a Jets interception. I can't remember the last interception I've seen. It would be great to see one today. I'm even more pissed at Mike Tomlin for praising Mike McCarthy, saying he was the perfect thing. Come on, man. It's okay to say, you know what? I might have looked at this from a weird angle. It's okay to love Mike McCarthy. It's okay. It's okay. I'm telling you, Shane. Just open your arms to the man. There's a lot of them. So you can get him. You can't get him fully around, but you know. Let's say gain of 1 yard for the stupid Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like a bunch of idiots. Voorhees. Is that Voorhees? Wow. If we have a player named Voorhees, he has to make the team and he has to be out there all the time. Spidey will be the top grossing movie of all time. You mean of all time, right? Jets made an interception last in 2024. Woof. Man. 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Oh, that was a nice pass. Okay, it takes it into the... I mean, this defense is still. Where's Aaron Glenn's superpower? The Punisher has more superpowers than Aaron Glenn does. Hating Mike Tomlin fits my narrative more. You see, this is the problem. This is the problem with Steelers fans. They can be insufferable sometimes. Yeah, I want to see the end of Oak Street. Spidey is amazing and already on pace to beat. Yeah, I do have a problem with Spider-Man. I do have a problem with Spider-Man Brand New Day, which I will not talk about because I still don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it. So I will not talk about it just yet. Unless you guys want me to. And if you do, let me know in the chat. But it's got to be a lot of you. And then I'll give a fair warning on screen as I give you my take. And then I will signal. So you can turn the volume down for a moment if you don't want to hear it. And then I will signal to you to turn the volume back up. And it's a short take. But it's so meaningful. Great Cassius Howell. That defense is going to be better. Let's see. Will the Hawks repeat this year? Rye guy, the fire guy, what's up? No, they can't. They're not allowed to because as long as Sam Darnold's their quarterback, they're not allowed to win another Super Bowl. He had a Super Bowl moment. If he wants to make my enemies list, go ahead and try to win another Super Bowl. But you don't want to make my enemies list. Right now, my enemies list consists of every team in the AFC East other than the Jets and everyone associated with them. That's at the top of my enemies list. Josh Allen's name is also separately on my enemies list because I doubly hate him. Matt LaFleur is on my enemies list because of that stupid Cowboys debacle. Aaron Glenn is close to being on my. He's not quite on my enemies list yet because I'm just like maybe he's just a bad coach. It's not his fault. We got picks. If whatever. Like just, but if he does something to trick ownership into bringing him back again next year, and he ruins what is Darren Muji is building, he will forever be at the top of my enemies list, and that is hard because there is an enemies list that consists of Adam Gase and Rich Kotite and Nathaniel Hackett, and that's a whole separate enemies list, and that's the one you definitely don't want to be on. Zach Wilson's on there. You definitely don't want to be on that enemies list. That's the one you want to steer clear of. Aaron Glenn, okay? So as a Jets fan, what would be the best and worst Super Bowls this year for you? The worst Super Bowl for me this year would be, and I saw the worst Super Bowl last year. It's Patriots Seahawks with Sam Darnold at quarterback. That's like, that's terrible. The only thing worse than that would be a Patriots Saints Super Bowl with Zach Wilson as the quarterback. That would be awful. Terrible. The Chiefs winning a Super Bowl would aggravate me because, like at some point they'll bring in Justin Fields just to maybe take a knee somewhere during the playoffs or something like that. And then they're going to be like, this is so great for Justin Fields. Like what he had to go through with the Jets. Why am I doing Chris Collinsworth? But they're just going to figure out a way to bring the Jets into that conversation. Like, oh, it's so great that Justin Fields is going to get us. Just like they did with Mekhi Becton. Oh, yeah. Where is he now? He's still terrible. He just happened to be on an elite roster. They were like, so fantastic for Mekhi Becton. Oh, there's another one. Todd Bowles. He's another one. This is so great for Todd Bowles. He won a Super Bowl after his stint with the Jets, and it just happens over and over and over again, and it's making me sick. What was your question? Best Super Bowl? My most exciting Super Bowl this year? I mean, you give me Bengals, Bears. I think that would be pretty exciting. Bengals, Cowboys. As you can see, I heavily want the Bengals to make the Super Bowl if the Jets can't make the Super Bowl, which they will not. Because I don't want to see any AFC East team there. AFC West. Don't really care about any of them. I don't believe any AFC North team could compete with a... Oh, wait a minute. That was a... Stupid Tampa Bay Buccaneers got the ball down to the 6-yard line. I don't believe any AFC North team outside of the Bengals could compete scoring-wise with any of the two NFC teams that I mentioned, or even the Rams. The Rams, I'll tell you what, the Rams, I think, are a shoo-in if they can stay healthy. Like, I just think give them the Lombardi now, if they can stay healthy. I don't know that Matthew Stafford's going to stay healthy. And if he doesn't stay healthy, I don't know, like, are you going to Ty Simpson? Or is there another veteran? Like, do they have another veteran on the roster that I don't know about? I think that could be a sticky situation. The defense will still be elite. But moving the ball on offense, especially, we don't know, like Puka's supposed to get suspended. Is he going to be suspended for a while? Is he going to do something else boneheaded? Devontae Adams is older now, The offense could find themselves in a bit of a sticky situation. That's the one caveat that I have about the Rams. Like, they can stay healthy. If they can stay healthy, like the important guys on offense can stay healthy, sure. They're going to be right there. But as far as an exciting Super Bowl goes, I think the Bengals are going to have the most firepower in the AFC. There's a chance the Chargers could, but the Chargers are still the Chargers, and I don't know what to make of Justin Herbert. Is this going to be a year where we're just like, yeah, the Chargers look great, and then Justin Herbert has one of those games in the postseason that it's like, what do we do? What do we have to do for this guy? Oh, the excuse this year will be he doesn't have an elite receiver. Oh, broken up. I thought that was picked off. I was about to celebrate. 4th and goal. So, yeah, best and worst Super Bowls. So there you go. Glenn is a lame duck. He might be. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Honestly. We'll just see. I would assume he is, but you never know. Father Dismas is here. Oh, what's going on? He's got his Drew Aller jersey. He showed it to me already. 4th and goal. And the Buccaneers are going to attempt a field goal. Missed this. Oh, he put it through. It's an ugly kick, but he got it. And the Bucs are on the board. I really wanted to shut out. Nothing feels better than a preseason shutout, right? Preseason shutout all the way. That's not going to happen. We got a 10-3 game in the second quarter. Got to dip in a couple of minutes for a bit, but hopefully back for the end. Yes, by the time you come back, the Jets will have put up a 50 burger on these bums. It'll be like 50-6. It's going to be great. Do you want me to point out all the issues with the Gunverse? The only issue with the Gunverse is it hasn't been around long enough to establish itself. That is the only issue, soldier. Okay? Not a lot of issues with the Gunverse right now. Everybody's going to point to Supergirl and be like, oh, look, Supergirl didn't do well. And didn't do well in terms of the movie theater. This is a movie that can have second life on streaming, and a movie that's not bad. Nobody's saying the movie's bad. It just didn't make a lot of money in the theater. Okay? A bad movie is Morbius, Kraven the Hunter, the Venom movies. Maybe not the first one, but still, like, as a Marvel movie, yes, it's a bad movie. I don't like any of the Venom movies. But we're going to sit there and say Supergirl's a bad movie. You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind. The Gunverse, I can't wait to see the look on all of the haters' faces when we get Clayface, when James Gunn finally gets his Batman movie out there. And everybody's just like, what do you think it's going to be like having a comic book accurate Batman? And we are in like movie 4. We are at like movie 4, just like we were with Spider-Man. And he's been in a couple of movies. But what he's doing is he's establishing the DC. He's establishing the universe, introducing these characters. And when we can get to a point where we've built up to Justice League, you're going to know who all the characters are. By the way, Lanterns looks pretty damn good. Did you see that scene with Sinestro and Hal Jordan? That looks like a good scene. It's caught my attention. I'm just like, okay. Peacemaker. I didn't like Peacemaker. I'm just not a Peacemaker fan. I never read the comic. I don't really care about the guy, but people love Peacemaker. I mean, nothing he's done is bad. But you guys want to be like, oh, Spider-Man made all this money, so the Gunverse is terrible. Unreal. Unreal. Your daughter said I sound like a DC shill. Oh, yeah, she's a smart kid. I'll tell her that. I'm not, but I'm just, listen, I'm a big DC fan. I have not been happy with the DC universe for ages. I am finally happy with it, okay? I've been so unhappy with it. It's insane. Like, I've actually hated it. And now I'm just like, we finally have a guy there who knows what he's doing and he's setting things up the right way. And people want to be like, oh, Spider-Man. Come on. Come on. Not saying it's a bad movie, saying 10 people saw it. Yes. Okay, that's fair. You're right. But it will have second life on streaming. And I guarantee you, at some point, as we're going down the line, you're going to start hearing people say, just like I'm going to bring this around to a football topic, just like they're doing with Michael LaFleur now. Oh, is he a quarterback whisperer? Oh, Gardner Minshew looks good. Who's been saying that forever? This guy. All of a sudden, that's the thing now. Like, oh, Mike LaFleur might be the next quarterback whisperer. Oh, we're just discovering this now. And you've all heard me say it for a long time. So when I say Supergirl is going to get second life on streaming, and there's going to be some point when this universe gets more established that people are going to revisit that movie and say, you know what, that's actually a pretty good movie. It's actually pretty fun. And it established, it showed us Lobo. Brought Lobo into the picture. You're lucky I can't talk about Spider-Man yet because there's something that nobody wants Clayface. Do you see, this is the thing that bothers me. Feet of Clay was the best Batman the Animated Series episode, if maybe of all time. That was an elite show. And they're essentially turning it into a movie. And if you would have told anybody that years ago when that show came out, people would have said, oh my God, are you kidding me? That's brilliant. But no, James Gunn's doing it. And everybody's like, oh, this is a terrible idea. Oh, and there's an interception that was thrown by number 11 on the Jets. Is that Bailey Zappi? That was going to be a pick six. Oh, pick six. Oh, boy. Is that Bailey Zappi? Is that Bailey Zappi? I need to know who threw that pick. I need to know. I need to know right now. You get me? You got me here defending Supergirl and James Gunn, and now I get a stupid pick six. Who is this moron? Throw it right to a guy in a. Is that what color is your helmet, Tampa Bay? Tell me what color that is. It's not gray. It's not gold. Pick a color. What color is that? Can somebody tell me? It shouldn't be allowed. You can't make up colors and then just put them on your helmet and your pants. It's a field goal, so it's a tie game. Stupid. All right. All right. Sean Cantrell is your new Streams Universal Champion. Says James Gunn Universe is still too young. Yes. Thank you, Sean Cantrell. Comes in with a 50 spot. He is your television champion right there. He's a dual title holder right now. And guess what? Guess what? That is a stream alert. If I can get it. That is a stream alert for the great Sean Cantrell and a pink ray of death. Wow. Double. Double, as they say. James Gunn's universe is still too young. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, come on. Come on. All right, wait a minute. Let me get this all updated. All right, Sean Cantrell, there you are. And I'm going to get you updated down here at 4200. Oh, no, wait. I was doing the wrong one. Hold on. Doing the wrong one. And there we go. Everything should be updated properly. I'm going to get it set up on my list. Thank you, Sean Cantrell, your Streams Universal Champion and your television champion. His name is all over the place on screen. You cannot look at the screen and not see his name. Bears fan. I call him a Bears fan extraordinaire. He's probably the greatest Bears fan you've ever seen. Better than any Packers fan out there. You got that, Soldier? Or Broncos fan. You got that, Loco? Coming in here talking smack about the Gunverse. How dare you? How dare you? Fetty Bomb, yes. Oh, it's pewter? That's not pewter. No, that is not pewter. I've seen pewter before. Pewter is not that shiny. But it's like they're thinking they can improve pewter. Are they crazy? I've seen pewter Dungeons and Dragons figures. They look awesome. This does not. That's how I know it's not pewter. Copper? No, it's not copper. It would look like a penny if it was copper, right? That is not pewter. I'm gonna ask AI what the stupid Tampa Bay Buccaneers helmets colors are. Let's see. and saying it's pewter. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. AI is lying to us. It lies to us. This is how it starts to take over the world. It starts making you believe that's pewter, and then you just believe anything it says. We can't. You're lucky I'm here because I'm going to save you from all these things. Pewter. It's like green. It's like shiny green. No, wait a minute. Our helmets are green. But it's like a vomity color of green. Not a beautiful green like the Jets. Take care, Father Dismas. I realized that the first canonized saint was Dismas. An unbaptized thief gets into heaven. There's hope yet. Tampa is using a low-grade pewter. Yeah, the lowest. The lowest of the low. They went to the junkyard and were like, yeah, you got any pewter lying around? And they were like, oh, we have this stuff over here. There was some drunk guy that came in the other day. He said it was pewter. I guess that's what we'll call it too. And Tampa said, sure, we'll take it. Can we get a discount? I said, no, you can just have it for free. Get out of here. Elijah Roberts. We don't want that here anymore. Back to pass is this number 11 character who threw an interception before, and another one now. That was off the fingertips of a receiver, though. Bailey Zappi. That was Bailey Zappi. All right, excellent. God help you. Get off my screen, Bailey Zappi. Get off my screen, Bailey Zappi. Sean is the best Bears fan, yes. Pewter is for the cannonballs. Pewter Griffin. Jets have the only good-looking green. I agree. I enjoyed Spider-Man with my daughter. It was a great movie and Tom's best, even with the plot holes. And the villain makes sense because the mentor hasn't helped that character's development yet. I disagree. Because I just disagree. I'll get into it. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But now the Bucs are threatening to score on the Jets again. Wow. The Jets don't wear Kelly green. That is Kelly green. That is a really nice green. I mean, those helmets. I love those Jets helmets. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? The white helmet that they're going to have this year. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. I wish we had some Jets primetime games this year. I might do some of them during the season. The problem is I'm going to have to work on Sundays during the week a lot. I might be week one. I'm not. I'm doing the Robert Saleh game. But during the season, I might have to work during the day, but then I won't be here for the primetime games. But I will be able to keep an eye on the Jets games, or an ear. You know what color combo I hate? Kelly green and canary yellow. What team has that? What team would have that combo? That's just disgusting. Bucs wear creamsicles this year against the Chargers. You see, that's a color I can get on board with, the creamsicles. Not this, whatever this pewter. They think it's pewter. Let me show you what pewter is. Okay. Let's see. Pewter Dungeons and Dragons miniatures. Here, this is pewter. I'm going to show you guys right now. Okay, how come I'm going to show you guys right now. Hold on, I'm just getting the image squared away here. I'm going to put it right next to the stupid Bucs helmets. I mean, Not gonna lie, it looks pretty close. That's, but it doesn't look the way it does on screen. This is my version of the Bucks helmet, which looks pewtery, but their actual helmets don't look like that. So I call BS. Take your pewter and go home. Maybe the Bucks made the gray extra shiny. Oh, who gave them permission to do that? Still a better villain than absolutely nothing in Supergirl. Supergirl had a villain, and it was based on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and the villain in that movie, people had a problem with because James Gunn took this villain that nobody knew and changed the way he looked, and people lost their minds. Like, well, how could you change? I mean, he should look the way he does in the comic book, but it's like nobody even knows who he is. James Gunn just made him look like in the comic, he's basically a guy with a red beard. He doesn't look intimidating. James Gunn made him look like a maniac so that he can look like a villain. That was the villain based on that comic book story that everybody loved, by the way. Everybody was so happy with that story until James Gunn turned it into a movie. There were some liberties taken that weren't his fault, but was still a fun movie. But what he did in Spider-Man Brand New Day, not James Gunn, whoever, I forgot the guy's name who directed it. And I'm not going to spoil anything again, was egregious in my opinion. And nobody's saying anything. Nobody's saying anything. But they all had a big issue with the Supergirl villain, who nobody knows. Nobody recognizes. Jets can't move the football. 2nd and 5. On 2nd and 5. Supergirl's villain was the box office. Oh, good God. Logo's the same guy who loved Thor Love and Thunder. He was like, oh, that movie was so great. That was so fun. But now all of a sudden he's acting like it. He didn't like it. If you remember the Incredible Hulk, the Hulk movie, the Edward Norton Hulk movie, the Thor movie, like those were not good movies. Bailey Zappi is not a good quarterback. I have seen every other quarterback in the preseason. Anthony Richardson looks better than Bailey Zappi. There is no quarterback. There's no quarterback competition. There's none. It's Geno Smith and Cade Klubnik. That's it. If Geno, he's already hurt, I'm fine giving Cade Klubnik the majority of the snaps. See what you got. Let's see what we got. Where did the Bucks TD come from? It was a Bailey Zappi pick 6. The Jets are learning what an interception is. Yeah, they're all the defensive players are standing on the sideline because they're all standing on the sideline confused. Can James Gunn quit ruining my childhood? Next, he will want to. Yeah, how is he? He's not ruining your childhood. He's enhancing your adulthood. That's why. Klubnik is not in the game. No, that is Bailey Zappi. That is Bailey Zappi. Hated Gore and Love and Thunder. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Ed Norton, Hulk is king. You're crazy. You are crazy. Gore wasn't done great. No, Gore was bad. Gore was bad. I mean, that was like Marvel was just falling off at that point. You took an incredible villain like Gore and you did that to him. And they couldn't really do anything with the lore of the sword. So yeah, it was just I don't know what the thinking behind that decision was. I mean, and then they tried to set up the whole Hercules thing, which that's obviously not going to go anywhere. Yeah, Gore wasn't done at all. What did you just post? Let's see. SG, that is a lot that you're asking me to read, man. To read. I don't know what I'm looking at here. So give me a little context. James, hold on. Wait a minute. Where is the comment that I just saw? Gunn did a good job, in my opinion. Thank you, Anakin Skywalker. Thank you. He did a great job. Jets defense is wondering what kind of sorcery. Wait a minute. Where? Oh, what kind of sorcery the Bucs are doing? Yeah. All right. Well, the Jets are going to have to move the football now. Have you seen the fan-made Mace Windu versus Vader? Disney should feel all kinds of bad. I have not seen that. First and 10. Or did they take Bailey Zappi out finally? Our draft doesn't have a 5th round anymore in light of the Jaden Daniels. Yes. All right. Bailey Zappi is now trending on X for all the wrong reasons. Let's check that out. Let's check it out. Well, I see Brandon Perna is very happy with the Denver Broncos, so good for him. Let's see. Katron Allen, find some room. Where is Chris Strevler when you need him, the preseason king? Where's James Morgan when you need him? I've seen enough of Zappi for 1,000 lifetimes. Yeah. Not good. Lewis Riddick says, if the Jets can't do anything else, they should be able to run the ball with authority in 26. Braylon Allen is a freak. And he and Brees Hall together in healthy rotation is legit. With all the quality assets they have invested in the O-line, this team should lead, let's see, the league in rushing attempts and be in the top half of the league. Well, I don't know if they'll lead the league in rushing attempts because they're going to be playing from behind a lot, I think. So when you're playing from behind a lot, you're not going to be rushing the ball a lot. So Omar Cooper running wide open a few times. Yep. All right. Okay. It's never good when you're grabbing players the Patriots don't want. I mean, there was a moment in time when Bailey Zappi actually looked good. It wasn't in a Jets uniform. And that was quite some time ago. He was the thing for like a second. Right? Wasn't it like Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones? Was that around the same time? Or am I confused? Might be confused. No Iron Boy. He was finally Spider-Man. Yeah. Iron Lad. He's been Iron Lad for way too long. Well, that's what's interesting about Doomsday. Jets get a first down, 2nd and 6. We are under 2 minutes here. That's what's interesting about Doomsday. That whole scene where you see Doctor Doom stop Stormbreaker, which is powerful, and Thor looks like a super powered up version of Thor. You see Doctor Doom just stop him with 2 fingers. No one, I think they are going to give us a fully powered Marvel universe now. I don't think they're going to nerf characters anymore. It makes no sense to do that. Obviously, Doctor Doom is like God, has like God level power in this movie. So, welcome to what the Marvel Universe should be. Yes, roughly. They looked okay in the beginning. Bailey Zappi looks like hot garbage. So it's just kind of like whatever now, you know? So pick 6 by Denver. We saw a pick 6 before. Oh, Bailey Zappi hits Omar Cooper. Very nice. He's inside the 20. Omar Cooper's getting open. He looks like a beast right now. The other titles since Iron Man snapped have been morally dubious villains, like the Snyderverse and the Gunverse. Do not put the Gunverse and the Snyderverse in the same sentence, please. It is crazy. Omar Cooper looks great in the Jets uniform, by the way. Looks phenomenal. Bailey Zappi working out of the shotgun, maybe with 24 seconds left. Can he get us in the end zone? Just throw it to Omar Cooper, man. He just keeps getting open. Oh, he almost caught that. Almost caught that. And there's a flag. Is that going to be on Tampa? Cooper almost caught that. That was a terribly thrown ball, too. Or did the ball get tipped? Man, he adjusted nicely to that. Almost caught it. Omar Cooper is a beast. 2nd and 10 with 18 seconds left. My God. The Jets are going backwards. Oh, Bailey Zappi. Oh, Bailey Zappi. Yeah, except for the time he sent him into orbit when he had his cosmic powers. He just knocked him right into orbit, and the Hulk was just hanging out there like, what the hell just happened? That was the Gray Hulk. I believe that was a McFarlane issue. Yes, it was a McFarlane issue. I mean, Train to Busan, I told you about that well over a year ago. I saw Train to Busan a while ago. There's even a comic where Hulk knows Spidey is dealing with stuff and lets Spidey punch him. The Hulk is a good guy. Uh, 9 seconds left, 3rd and 19. Just keep going. Like, even on 4th down, just take a shot to the end zone, man. It is preseason. If you bring the field goal unit out, Aaron Glenn, I want you fired today. Today. And he still looks confused. All right. Omar Cooper's still out there. Bailey Zappi throws over the middle. Jets have 1 timeout remaining. They will utilize that. Keep the offense out there. Oh my God, he's taking the offense off the field. Are you kidding me? Just take it. It's preseason, man. Take a shot to the end zone with your offense. What are you doing? Kicking a field? Oh my God. Aaron Glenn is wow. Wow. Winning a preseason game is not going to save your job, man. Good grief. I hope you miss it. Because this is bizarre to me. And they made it. All right, 13-10. He's going to make me update the score. That's just crazy. That is just crazy. Son of a gun. Is anybody mad on Twitter about about that, or is it just me? Am I being unreasonable here? Am I being unreasonable? Twitter's not even loading. Oh, here it is. That was 100% not good. Oh, normally I wouldn't care about field goals, but bring 1 million of them on tonight because we have a kicking competition going on. I mean, does it matter this year? Does it matter this year? Crazy. Max, what's going on? How we doing, Max? Are you a Jet fan yet? You have to be a Jet fan. Please. We need more. Totally reasonable. Yeah, I think so. I don't want to like get why I don't need to see a kicking competition right now. Right? Like we could see that in practice. I want to see Omar Cooper get some. I wanted to see him get a touchdown. So the numbers at the half. Cade Klubnik, 5 of 7, 56 yards. Garrett Wilson, 2 receptions, 32 yards. Katron Allen, 4 carries, 44 yards, and a tutty. Brees Hall, 4 carries for 16 yards. Omar Cooper Jr., 2 receptions, 31 yards. Taylor, 2 receptions, 19 yards. Will McDonald, a sack, and Cade York is 2 of 2 on field goals. It did look like he missed the second one. They gave it to him, so whatever. So let's get this going. We are at the half. More. I want to see more of the offense. How is Klubnik doing on the eye test? He looked fine to me, you know. He looked didn't look like he was overwhelmed. Didn't look like he didn't belong. Looked how you would expect a rookie to look in his first outing. How you would expect the rookie to look, you know? How you would hope the rookie would look. I didn't think he was stellar, but he made some nice throws. So pretty happy with that. I would actually like to see more of him in the regular season. I think it would behoove us to know what we have in him as we go into next year. But I can't complain with what I saw. I thought it was fun. Definitely looked better than Zach Wilson. You know what I mean? That he hasn't even been on the team for a while. I still keep picking on him, but he looked better than Justin Fields. I feel like he looked better than anything we had last season. So there's that. Jeff's Party comes in with a 5, says, "Dang it, Aaron Glenn, it's your fault. I was eating a massive Chipotle steak burrito and I spilled it all over myself." What's going on, Jeff's Party? Thank you very much. It probably is Aaron Glenn's fault. Blame Glenn for everything. That's my motto. He probably deserves it. Jeff's Party is your number 5 contender up to 551. Let me update that. Bam, bam, bam. Okay. And there is Jeff's Party right there, 551.05. As your number 5 contender, Dallas Cowboys fan extraordinaire. Good to see you. Zappy has a chance. Zappy has a chance to work somewhere other than the National Football League as a quarterback. Behoove, nice vocabulary word. Thank you. Comparisons to last season bring me no confidence. Well, I mean, as long as it's better than last season. But, yeah, there's really nothing. It's like, could you compare him to having no quarterback? Yes, he's better than having no quarterback. How's the defense looking with Glenn calling it? The defense looks exactly the same to me. It doesn't inspire confidence. I think it's a matter of time. I think the clock has already started ticking on Aaron Glenn. and his superpower, his supposed superpower. But Klubnik, I'd be fine seeing Klubnik more. If Geno Smith got hurt, I would be actually pretty happy to see what Klubnik could do. It's hard to tell if he can actually look the same. You know what I mean? Like, is he going to look the same in a live game, in a real game situation outside of preseason? But he looked pretty good right now. So, Jets Steelers next week. Yeah, I will not be around next week. Me and PFA have a anniversary outing on Thursday and Friday, so I will not be around. If something changes for some reason, I will let you guys know. But I will have content up next week. Glenn's play calling superpower. Yeah, it's just like, dude, you got to just pipe down. Pipe down with your superpower and Geno's the savior and all this talk. Just focus on trying to be a good coach. If you can. Oh, your wedding anniversary is August 19th? Yeah, or ours is August 20th. We are 21 years. Now that is a burrito, yes. That is definitely a burrito. That's a legit one. District 9 opened in theater 17 years ago today. Let's see if anybody else is saying anything about the Jets on X. Commander's backfield is a little sketchy. Watch out for Katron Allen, pay dirt. So Badlands posted, Cade Klubnik looked poised, strong showing in his debut. Yeah, I think it was a strong showing. He did look poised. I don't know what we could take away from it. Like, just that. That's about it. I mean, gives me something to look forward to, at least this year. There is something to look. I mean, there are things to look forward to this year. I just, we are not. I would be shocked if we made the playoffs somehow. Like that's out of the realm of possibility, I believe. Jake Asman says, I wish the Jets played Cade Klubnik the entire first half once it was determined that Geno Smith wasn't playing tonight. Yeah, that would have been smart. I would have liked to see that, but I don't know why they didn't do that. But maybe they just, maybe they are counting on him getting more reps in season. Maybe Geno's got something that they think will linger. I don't know. Chris Basantis, Cardinals rookie offensive lineman, tears his MCL. That's tragic. Tragic. He's a player that I had my eye on in the draft. Really, really, really bad. Vikings Giants, I think, is the one to watch tomorrow. I don't know why this isn't letting me scroll the feed here. Come on. Scroll the feed. Jets have 162 total yards, 88 passing yards. That's fun. There we go. It's finally letting me update this. Jay Garza's here with a tour. Says your beard is perfection. Your quarterback is happy, by the way. Oh no, believe me, I know the quarterback is happy. I know all too well. I saw all the horribleness occur right in front of me. Thank you, Jay Garza. He's another Cowboys fan. What's going on? Good to see you. And thank you for liking my beard. This is the work of the brilliant PFA. She's the beard sculptor. She makes it look epic all the time. Dated for 7 years, 1.5-year engagement, got married in 2023. We're celebrating by hoping to have friends come over to the new house and unpacking. You're going to make your friends unpack for you? That is the way to go. Be like, hey, I'm going to have an unpacking party. Whoever finishes first gets a special prize. And then you just act like they never delivered the prize. Oh, I thought it was here. Must have gotten mixed up. Why the hell is Bailey playing quarterback? Give me more Cade. Yeah, they should have played him the whole first half. That's another great Aaron Glenn decision. But again, maybe Geno Smith is hurt more than we thought he was, and they want to say I'm trying to make excuses for it. I can't. He should have played. He should have played more. Be celebrating your 32nd on the 20th. Wow. Very nice. Congratulations. So 20th of August. Yeah, ours is the 20th. I think we've said that before. I think you've told me that before. So this will be our 21st. 21st. Congrats, Sean. So we're looking to head into the third quarter with the Jets leading in dominant fashion. Well, they were when Cade Klubnik was out there, but now Bailey Zappi's out there, and he gave the stupid Tampa Bay defense a pick 6. Should be a 13-3 game right now. But of course, that can't happen because nice things can never happen to us. Of course not. Getting me aggravated in the preseason already. Dated my wife 6 months, never proposed, and have been married 18 years in November. Very nice. I'll never forget when my wife told me I was going to propose and where. There's Todd Bowles, former Jets head coach. He brought us a few years of awfulness. And Aaron Glenn is continuing that trend. It's what happens. Well, let's see. I'm assuming, are they going to, I don't even know what other quarterbacks are on this roster. I'm assuming Bailey Zappi is going to play for the rest of the game, which means this probably won't stand. But I don't want to see any more Omar Cooper out there. Let's not put him out there anymore. I'm fine with, he got, one half a play. Cool. Let's not get him out there. I think Isaiah Davis is hurt, so he didn't play. But that will be a good backfield. Braylon Allen, Breece Hall, Isaiah Davis. I like Isaiah Davis a lot. And the Jets special team still looks pretty electric. They take the ball down to their own 34-yard line, and here comes the great Bailey Zappi, number 11, walking out onto the field. Not inspiring confidence in anyone that's standing around him right now. God, if I have to see him play during the regular season, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. Zappi is in the shotgun, gives the ball to, I don't know who that is. It's about a 3-yard gain. Trey Andem? I don't know who that is. I suspect he will not be on the final roster. PFT top 10 was atrocious this morning. I haven't taken a look at it. What did they have in the top 10? Zappy gets the ball off to his running back. Got a third and about 2 coming up. Chris Braswell, number 43, outside linebacker from Alabama, playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers tonight. Okay. Zappy gets sacked. Oh, God. Oh, God. You think Gino has figured out which Montana plate to put on his Lambo yet? I don't know. Probably not. I think it's asking a lot of them. So the Bucs are fired up because they Jack Pyburn, the rookie, number 58, outside linebacker, sacked Bailey Zappi, and he's all kinds of fired up about it. And Jet special teams tackles, member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This thing is like, the chat keeps freezing on me, which is why I keep clicking around. So when I click around a little bit, it doesn't freeze. Wait a minute. Oh my God, my voice. Wait a minute. Oh my God. I got to take a sip of water. Oh, and it's not half face anymore. This is the third quarter. Let's get that fixed so I don't look like an idiot anymore. Third quarter. There we go. Does it fill the screen? It fills it nicely. Beautiful. And we have a stream alert, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. There it is. Stream alert. We have a new Streams Universal Champion right now. And I got to do math because I'm bad at math. You guys know that. $59.97 is what we're at. Wow, my voice is already gone because of stupid Jets. This is Bailey Zappi's fault. This is no longer Aaron Glenn's fault. It is officially Bailey Zappi's fault. He made me scream. He made me scream. And let's highlight that. And we also have a pink ray of death. There we go. Wow. Why is it so bad? Why is it so bad? All right, hold on a second. Let me get that updated. Here's to the Jets for winning at half face. Can they do it in the second half? Let's hope. Let's see. This is where I really live, is in the preseason. And I love to see preseason victories because it's all I have. I got to be honest. It's really all I have. Ashley is the new Streams champion, Streams Universal champion. Hold on. Dual title holder for the evening. Wow, it's bad. It's getting bad. It's getting worse. There it is. There it is. Name is everywhere. And I'm going to do other math over here. I got a lot of math to do. Math is never my friend. Never my friend. All right, there's a lot of fours. A lot of fours going on here. I am going to, here we go. 444208. There we go. Perfect. Thank you very much. New Streams Universal Champion. I'm doing my best to not make my voice crack. I don't know that it's working, but I think it's working. I think I'm doing okay. And we are all set. Yes. Okay. There we go. Got it everywhere. Very nice. Okay. We had the stream alert. We had the pink ray of death. There we go. Hearing this voice has got to be, wow. Didn't Darren Muji sign Bailey Zappi? Yeah, but who cares? Darren Muji is that is an insignificant signing, if I've ever seen one. He was just like, we need a body there. He also brought in Cade Klubnik, who's better than Bailey Zappi, by the way. I mean, third string quarterback. Who cares? Who cares? Thank you very much, Ashley. Really appreciate it. Demon Lady champion, Streams Universal champion, dual title holder. There we go. Time to see the players that will be cut this week. Yeah. So we win one preseason game, and Drew Aller is compared to Big Ben. Wow, the delusion is hitting hard, says the key man 123. Drew Aller looked good. Comparing him to Big Ben is crazy. It's like people comparing Fernando Mendoza to Tom Brady already. But I'll tell you what, he's in good hands with Mike McCarthy. I think Mike McCarthy's good at developing quarterbacks. So, I mean, the idea that you might have something there should have you a little excited. He didn't look bad. I mean, he looked good. Will that carry over if he gets forced into playing time? We're going to have to see. But, you should be fairly... Oh, wait a minute. Jalen Daniels is the quarterback for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Is Jaden Daniels going to get mad about this? He's number 10. That's 2 5s. Wow. His name might be a little too close to Jaden Daniels, though. He's running. And he gets out of bounds. But there's a flag. Your voice, it's clear you took the summer off. It's preseason for your voice, too. Yeah, I got to warm this up, man. It's funny but stupid. I mean, listen, I've been there with the getting excited over a quarterback and the preseason, trust me. But, I think you guys are in good hands with Mike McCarthy. Now, when I say good hands, I don't mean you're Super Bowl bound. I don't think the team's going to fall off. And I'm pretty interested to see what this team looks like with an offensive head coach and a successful offensive head coach. Everybody praises John Harbaugh, but Mike McCarthy's numbers, if you look at his career, they're identical to John Harbaugh's. They're identical to Sean Payton's. So, what do we want from this guy? His numbers are good. And I think in terms of developing a young quarterback, you could have Mike McCarthy or Mike Tomlin and, let him bring in like the Arthur Smiths of the world. I would rather have McCarthy in that position. Drew Aller, PFD's favorite quarterback. I did like him. That one throw that he made when he was at Penn State, I was like, wow. Oldest known 13-year-old. Yeah, that voice is terrible. Aaron Glenn is he looks as confused as ever. Man, I can't stand that face. If I could, the list of Jets quarterbacks and coaches whose faces I hated is a long one. It's a long list. Ashley's always keeping my math skills on par. Yeah. Yeah, I have to defer to the calculator. Calculator's never wrong. Calculator is never wrong. Does that mean Jalen is twice of what Jaden is? It could. It could. It absolutely could. Miami looks like they're tanking already. He must change his name. It's disrespectful to JD5. It is. And two, I mean, this is oh, wait a minute. That is a big play. He's got them in Jets territory here. Wow. I can't believe Jaden Daniels. That whole story is ridiculous. More Harbaugh speak. Well, I'm just saying. Everybody praises John Harbaugh. I've been there. I praised him. I mean, McCarthy's numbers are the same as Mike Tomlin. Like, let's look at all these coaches that were like, oh, these guys are the best. These guys are elite. And then we look at Mike McCarthy and we laugh. And it's like, he's the same. He's the same guy. And again, Dak Prescott, before Mike McCarthy got to Dallas, I was just like, Dak Prescott's just kind of a guy. He's not that great. Now, all of a sudden, I'm on the Dak Prescott train, and that I discovered today. just sitting there thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute, that happened. Like I started being like, wow, Dak Prescott's actually pretty good when Mike McCarthy was there. Bomba's going to the blue tent. I think he tried to punch the ball out. Maybe he hurt himself. I don't know. 1st and 10. We got 8:25 left in the third quarter. At least Aaron Glenn is better than Adam Gase, is he? He's just different than Adam Gase. I don't know. I mean, I'm saying either of them, any one of them is good is it's a long shot. I don't think either of them are good. Adam Gase. The one thing about Adam Gase is he could put together a beautiful opening drive. Like that was, after that he was cooked. If football was one drive, Adam Gase would have a hell of a head coaching record. The man could not make adjustments at all. He was lost. And Aaron Glenn just happens to look lost all the time. I don't even think he knows where he is right now. He might not even realize he's at a football game. I don't know. Somebody said in Discord recently, send Aaron Glenn home because they want him back in Detroit. And I was like, you could take him back home and just never let him out of the house again. Lock the doors. Ground him for life. Bills fans are very mad that that Mr. Demarest picked the Patriots to win the AFC East again. I'm just like, have you watched your team? Do you know what your team is? Oh, we have Josh Allen. Okay, and he's done what for you? Won a lot of games that have gotten you nowhere. Josh Allen is phenomenal, but I don't know that the Bills got better. Kind of the same. Is DJ Moore that good? I guess technically, considering the state of their receiving core, you could say is better. But Jalen Daniels gets this right to his tight end. It goes off his fingertips. That ball should have been caught. That's disrespectful not to catch that ball. Yeah, Matt West has the numbers here. That's pretty much it. Gase over Glenn by that percentage. That's the exact percentage. Perfect. Watching Mike McDaniel. Wait a minute. What am I saying? Mike McDaniel. Mike McCarthy waste Rodgers' career will always annoy me. You think he wasted Rodgers' career? I don't know about that. I think Rodgers would have been that regardless. Was the guy who put up numbers, was concerned about his interception percentage, wasn't really the gunslinger you needed him to be at times. I don't know that you can put that on McCarthy. Yeah, Gase's scripted plays were his strong suit. Yeah, they were perfect. You could still have Xerxes. No, thank you. Keep him far away from me. McCarthy led Dak to 3 straight 12-win seasons. You're telling me he can't lead a 4-time MVP and future Hall of Famer to 12-win divisional round loss? I mean, and the stupid Tampa Bay Bucks get in the end zone. This, I'll tell you, this Aaron Glenn superpower is, there might be kryptonite in the building. Oh, the building is green, so yeah, I'm sure there is. Yeah, 4-time MVP. Listen, Aaron Rodgers is an elder statesman now. He has a better receiving core. Yes. I pegged the Steelers to have 10 wins, but I have them missing the playoffs with 10 wins. I think you'll finish second in the division, but what teams did I have? I had the Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Patriots, Bills, Texans, and Bengals. So that's where, But the Steelers could easily fit in there. I could absolutely see the Steelers making the playoffs. I just don't, because of the way that the divisions are, and I don't see them winning the AFC North. I think they're going to get edged out by like the record. Sam Ellinger is out there throwing dots, and Bailey Zappi is throwing dots to the other team. Awesome. I got to update the score, right? What are we at? 17-13. This is typical Jets second half football. There we go. Typical Jets second half football. Bills are going to start 1-6. They're another team. I don't know what to make of them. The thing is, Josh Allen does, take on the Superman role and make incredible plays sometimes. I mean, there is something to be said about that. That's why I'm high on the Chicago Bears. I can't say I'm high on the Chicago Bears because Caleb Williams does that, and then say the opposite about Josh Allen. The thing is, I think the Chicago Bears are better coached. I think they have better talent on the offense all around. So, yeah, well, let me look at the Bills' schedule and see if I actually think they could go 1-6. Let's see. See if I think that's a real possibility. Bills, Texans, Bills, Lions, Bills, Chargers, Bills, Patriots, Bills, Rams. Yeah, you're right. They could. They totally could go 1-6. That is a tough opening slate. Texans defense is insane. I could see them beating the Bills, although I don't have high hopes for CJ Stroud. I could definitely see the Lions beating them, the Chargers beating them, the Patriots beating them, absolutely the Rams beating them. Not the Raiders, but man, that is rough. They could start out 1-6. You're right. You're absolutely right. You got the Ravens. Well, I don't know what the Ravens are going to be. Vikings could beat them. Jets probably aren't beating them. Dolphins probably aren't beating them. So if I'm looking at a worst case scenario here for the Bills, you're looking at 6 wins as a worst case scenario. Now, I don't, a lot of, like they could beat the Chargers. They could beat the Lions, any given Sunday and whatnot. They could win those games. But I don't think they'll beat the Patriots and the Rams. I think those 2 games they'll likely lose. Of the first 3, I think they could go either way. I think they'll beat the Ravens. I think they'll beat the Raiders. Bills, Vikings, is Kyler going to be available? That's another one that could probably go either way, but I would nudge it towards the Bills right now. You pick them to finish 7-10. Yeah, that would be a worst case scenario, I would say. I don't know that that'll happen. I like the way, there we go. Matt, look at Matt West. He's adding L's all over the place. Is Bailey Zappi still out there? I think so. No, wait. Is that even it's number 4. Is that Glenn Foley or Brett Favre? Bills could be in a 3-way tank off with us in the Fins. Imagine that. That would be silly. That would be crazy. I thought Vrabel would get smoked for tampering by now, but no. I thought the whole thing with Diana Rossini might be a problem, but I guess that would be considered tampering, right? Right? Because you have this relationship with a reporter, and then she's dropping these nuggets out there that technically help you get players. That could be. What's it?
Wash this and it's warm.
Oh.
Go.
He's so happy. PFA washed Astro's bed, and now it's warm because it just came out of the dryer. He is laying in it.
I'll leave him there. Look at him. That's
What's up, buddy?
I'll watch that one.
It's like a nesting bed. Bills fan said Josh automatically makes them a 10-win team without looking at the gauntlet schedule. Yeah, but you know what? To be fair, I would feel if I had a quarterback of that caliber, I would probably think along the same lines because again, they didn't lose much. I mean, even with the coaching staff, they lost Sean McDermott, but nothing really changed. They just elevated the offensive coordinator. So in terms of the offense, nothing really changed, and they added DJ Moore, who worked with their head coach back in Carolina, so he's familiar with them. You know, I don't think DJ Moore is that great anymore, but you know, could surprise us. I don't think Ben Johnson would have let him go if he thought he had something left. But you never know. Maybe he was just high on his receiving core and was like, you know what, we don't need this guy. Let's get another asset in here. Maybe he didn't like his attitude. But to be fair, and I don't like being fair to AFC East teams, but I would feel the same way. I would be like, no, our floor is probably 10 wins unless something catastrophic happens. Because you're looking at those games, like we're looking at them, like, Lions and whatnot. And if you're a Bills fan, you're looking at the first 3 games and you're like, we could easily win those games. Like they might not, maybe not easily, but we could win those games. It's not out of the question for us to win those games. They probably think they could beat the Patriots at least once, if not twice. Bills fans I've talked to, they don't think the Patriots are that good. They don't seem to care that the Patriots have A.J. Brown now. They think Drew Aller, he's just on my mind. That stupid quarterback that the Patriots have, that idiot, the one that went to the Super Bowl, what the hell's his name? They think that idiot isn't that good. Drake May. But, they did get to a Super Bowl last year. How they got there, you could question it if you want. Bailey Zappi is still throwing some weird passes out there. A-Rod calling Vrabes out was wild. I didn't see that. What did he say? What did he say? I didn't see that. That he's looking for violence this year, Aaron Rodgers. Kyle Millard came in and sent a gold coin for 10 jewels. Thank you very much, Kyle. I appreciate it. And I don't know who this is running, but he looks better than Bailey Zappi. That wasn't Bailey Zappi. I blame Bailey Zappi for throwing ducks, and it was not him. My bad. Yeah, Soldier said it the best. Joey B is being slept on. I don't understand how. People seem to forget that Joe Burrow's a damn good quarterback. And your guys have a defense. Yeah, they do have a defense and a better offensive line. The offensive line should be better. We'll see. So that's the one thing I might question. I think it's going to be better. But, he did get sacked in a preseason game, so it's like, what the hell? You would think they would be out of their mind saying we cannot let anybody touch Joe Burrow. And if they're letting him get sacked in the preseason, that's kind of a red flag to me. But we've seen Joe Burrow go to a Super Bowl with a bad offensive line, worse than the offensive line he has. But their defense, I think it's wildly improved. So I'm telling you, the Broncos. I hate the Broncos. Stupid Broncos, idiots. The Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals are 2 teams that I am very interested in. I think they're going to be way better than people think they are, and it seems obvious to me because with the Cowboys again, Dak Prescott he's a good quarterback. He's got elite receivers. He's going to move the offense isn't changing. So what, you think they're not going to score points? And on defense, I mean, look, they got rid of Micah Parsons, fine. But Kenny Clark, Quinnen Williams, Caleb Downs. I mean, this defense is better. They got rid of that idiot defensive coordinator who was the head coach of the Bears. For some reason, people's names are escaping me right off the bat. Matt Eberflus. Got rid of him and brought in Christian Parker, who I think is probably one of the better young defensive minds. I mean, could this guy be, the next Mike McDonald? Maybe. I know Ravens fans are hoping Jesse Minter is. But, to me, when I look at Mike McDonald, it's the defensive Sean McVay now. There are guys who could fit that mold, and Jesse Minter is one of them. We'll see. Christian Parker, I think, is another one. I think after the season, we're going to see Christian Parker as a head coaching candidate. So when people look at the Dallas Cowboys and say, this isn't a big deal. I heard somebody talking about somebody on one of the ESPN or something talking about Caleb Downs. And they're like, yeah, but I mean, he's a safety. These are people that they're paying. They're paying these people for these takes. He's a safety. I mean, when does the safety came in and made a difference? And I'm just like, what? If you're an elite safety, yes, you make a difference. What are you talking about? Could Caleb Downs be an Ed Reed level safety? Yeah, that's lofty. But, I mean, it's within his range of outcomes. Ed Reed level might be, But still, when we're looking at Caleb Downs, that's what you think you're getting. And you might have that. You might have, again, I said Ed Reed. I want to scratch that. But if you have, a half of what Ed Reed was, that's a difference maker. So, what are we talking about? What the hell are we talking about? I'm not worried about Minter. I'm just glad we finally have a head coach who focuses on one side of the ball. Yeah, that's always when it's the defensive side of the ball. You see, you guys are in a unique position because you have a veteran quarterback who's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So in a situation like that, I like that. I like having a guy who can focus on defense and you let your playmaker, obviously you need a good offensive coordinator. You need him to work with the offensive coordinator, but Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. I don't think he's not as fast as he used to be. I don't think he's going to be able to run as effectively. If he can stay healthy though, he's still a good quarterback. Lamar Jackson can pass the football. I think we forget that. And he is still dangerous when he runs. So in a situation like that, I'm like, okay, if you have Jesse Minter and he ends up being Mike McDonald level, close to that, you're in good shape. I don't love the Ravens' weapons though. I don't. Derrick Henry might fall off a cliff this year. I don't love that you lost Isaiah Likely. I think Justice Hill could be a weapon in the passing game. But there are a lot of question marks. I've never been a big Zay Flowers fan, but there are a lot of question marks on offense. But it's not a bad offense. And also, center. You lost one of the best centers in the league. That's not something you can overlook. But in a situation like that, yeah, bringing in a guy like Jesse Minter, I'm fine with that. If you had a rookie quarterback, I would be like, you probably want to pair him with an offensive mind if you can. A guy who's not going to leave after a year because everybody's trying to pluck him from you. If Glenn goes 0-7 this year, he will tie co-tight. Matt West is coming out with the numbers tonight. At .125, 0-8 or higher, he is the worst Jets head coach. If Glenn wins 2 games, he is number 2. So he would be the worst Jets head coach in history, really? If he goes 0-8. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Soldier, always great to have you around, man. Take care. Doyle seems to have made a great first impression as OC. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to make of that. I think Minter in year one there could be a few hiccups along the way. Maybe not because of him, but maybe because, I don't think the roster is where you want it to be right now, fully. But we'll see. You guys know I'm open to being wrong. If the Ravens win a division, I'm not gonna shamefully crawl away. I'm gonna be like, oh man, I was wrong. The Ravens are a hell of a lot better than I thought they were gonna be. I've seen it before. If I was right about all these things, trust me, I would be gambling a lot. Here is the current lineup. Number one, Rich Code. I love they were listing terrible Jets coaches. All right, let's do this. Number one, Rich Kotite, 4-28. Number two, Aaron Glenn, 3-14. Number three, Lou Holtz. But do we get wins for him giving us the Jets fight song? Because I remember, I don't remember, but I remember seeing videos about that. And I was like, wow, that's part of our lore. Awesome. That's great. I'm going to show you guys the new thumbnail, by the way, for the new video that I'm working on. It's probably not going to be out for a few weeks. I'm still researching it. I've got a lot going on. I'm going to try to get these long forms up as much as I can. Right now, one a month feels like it's where I'm at, or once every 3 weeks, but we'll see. We'll see when I can get it out. But I'll show you guys the new thumbnail. Hold on. Matt West, you're going to like this one. I think you're going to like this one. No, I'm clicking the wrong thing. This is the work. I think this is going to be the thumbnail. This is what I have come up with so far. And I think this is what I'm going to go with. So I'll move out of the way. There we go. I think that's going to be the new thumbnail. And it's obviously NFL lore's back, as you can see. And we're going to explore the Jets' name of curse deal that I've been teasing for a long time. We're finally getting to the bottom of this. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what's going on. So get ready for it. Get ready for it. Yeah, people seem to make that comment about Henry every year, but sooner or later it's going to happen. He's not going to play forever. And running backs fall off a cliff quickly. Now, the man is enormous. So, he's built differently for sure. But he did fumble a lot last year. I do hate how he handled the tight end situation. Yeah, he'll likely go to the Giants. Kohler went to the Chargers, right? Doesn't sit well with me. Yeah, Mark Andrews, he's another one I don't fully trust. He's not the Mark Andrews of old anymore. So, I just have to see, man. Have to see. I truly don't know when it comes to the Ravens, what to expect. But it's bad when Glenn is before Holtz and Brick. Salah and Gase are not even in the top four. They were garbage. Hot garbage. Yeah, we're at 9:20. I think I'm going to take this maybe another 10 minutes. This game, should I even finish this game? I should finish the game. Good morning, all. Appreciate you guys. Bring back Weeb Eubank. Yeah, Weeb was the man. Who is the best Jets head coach of all time outside of Parcells? I know people are going to say Rex, and rightfully so. So let's take Rex out of it. Because Rex did have success. Major success. So let's take Rex and Parcells out of it. Who's the best Jets head coach of all time? Might have been Pete Carroll. I'm just going to say it. Kind of had a they did him dirty when he was the Jets head coach. I don't think he should have been fired. Let's see. Oh, Pete Carroll's another one who also has numbers similar to Mike McCarthy. Pete Carroll, New York Jets head coach, 1994. So 1 year as Jets head coach. Known for his energy and youthful enthusiasm. Pete Carroll is still known for his youthful enthusiasm. Painted a basketball court in the parking lot of the team's practice facility where he and his assistant coaches regularly played 3-on-3 games during their spare time. Jets got off to a 6-5 start under Carroll, but in week 12, he was victim of Dan Marino's fake spike, yeah. And the Jets lost all of their remaining games to finish 6-10. He was fired after one season. Team quit on him. But I believe, for me, he was probably the best Jets head coach in history outside of those two. I'm taking Weeb Eubank out of it. I didn't see Weeb coach, so it'd be hard for me to be like, oh, he was a great coach. Like I truly don't know. It was such a different game back then. Am I missing anybody? Jets coaching history. I was thinking about Bruce Coslett for a second. Former Bengals coach. Joe Walton. So Jets have had 22 head coaches there. Bruce Coslett's there. Mangini. Mangini wasn't bad. But I don't know that I would put him higher than Pete Carroll. I definitely wouldn't, actually. Herm wasn't bad. Herm drove me crazy, but Herm wasn't a bad coach. He just drove me crazy. He couldn't manage a clock, but he was not a bad coach. I wasn't like, let's get Herm the hell out of here. I was just kind of like, man. I didn't think Herm was terrible, though. Game Show Gumbo with a 5 says the NFL is back among us again. Now we find out if Seattle can still get it done this year. That being said, we don't want or need that POS Arnold. Yeah, he's there. He is there. That was a bit of a head scratcher. Thank you, Game Show Gumbo. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was a bit strange. But, you know, what are you going to do? I wouldn't be happy with it. When I heard, so there was a rumor that the Jets were going to go after him, and I was like, I don't see that happening. Seems like Muji goes after, we're in the fourth quarter. Guys of integrity, men of integrity. And I don't think that's what you would call Terry and Arnold. But yeah, strange days among us. Thank you very much, Game Show Gumbo. I appreciate it. You know, if Klubnik breaks out, I'm going to be really annoyed with Dabo. Listen, Klubnik, I'm excited to see what he can do. Do I have faith that he will be something or will put us in a position to say we don't need to draft a quarterback? I don't. I wish that were the case, man. I would love nothing more than for that kid to succeed. Look, I tell you guys all the time, I want everybody to succeed in the NFL. There's no reason. I don't want anybody to fail. I don't want anybody to, this is their dream and this is what they want to be good at. I would love for them all to succeed as long as it's not at the cost of the New York Jets winning games. Fail amongst them, be successful in every other area of football. That's it. You can be the best quarterback the world has ever seen. Just do not hurt the Jets. That's all I ask. That's the only time I want you to fail, is in games against them or in games that affect them. But Cade Klubnik, I want to see. I want to see more. I want to see more. Is he better than Geno though? That's the thing. I don't know. And Geno's not good. Geno's okay. I want Zach Wilson. Yeah, you're right about that. Actually, I don't I don't think he cares. I said that in my Jaws video. Like he's in a position where his family money is there. He's fine. He's set. He'll go live his life. He'll be happy. So yeah, he could fail. If Zach Wilson, it would be. I said this earlier. I think before you got here, somebody asked me what Super Bowl I don't want to see. Like, what would be the worst Super Bowl for me? And I said, first, I mentioned Sam Darnold and said, I can't have him win another Super Bowl. He got a Super Bowl. It's cool. I was rooting for him. Sam Darnold can't go on a Super Bowl run, though, because that's just going to be bad for us. We are going to be mentioned every step of the way, and I can't have that. So I'm sorry, Sam. You had your Super Bowl. I hope it was fun. It's over. Zach Wilson's the other one. I was like, the Saints or whatever, if something were to happen to Tyler Shuck and Zach Wilson gets thrust into a starting role, I can't have the Saints going to the Super Bowl with Zach Wilson. I can't have him leading them or anybody else to a Super Bowl. I can't have Zach Wilson all of a sudden starting somewhere and people looking at him saying, oh, wow, Zach Wilson looks really good. It was the Jets. No. So you're right about that. He needs to fail. Not a lot of laundry in terms of the Jets offense this game, though. There's a flag there, but offense seems a little more buttoned up under Frank Reich. Like that. I like that. The Jets could also find themselves in a situation. Here's what's interesting. If Cade Klubnik looks good and he actually goes and starts winning games, what? And now that saves Aaron Glenn's job somehow. Does Frank Reich leave? Does he get offered a job somewhere? Because, oh, wow, look what he did with Cade Klubnik. We want to bring this guy in as our head coach now. And then what? Yeah, but like, there were so many scenarios where like Jets and Cade Klubnik's success could lead to very bad things. I think that would be a bad thing because I would be like, no, I want him to stay with Frank Reich. So I would almost be like happy to say, let's fire Aaron Glenn and just promote Frank Reich in that situation because then our quarterback gets to stay with the guy who groomed him to be what he is right now, which we think. And I think Darren Muji would have the intelligence to at least suggest that to Woody Johnson. And apparently, and again, this was stuff that I've been saying since the middle of the season. Once that Sauce Gardner trade went through, I knew this was the case and people were not saying it. And now all of a sudden they're saying it. Oh, when you look at the Jets organization, Darren Muji is at the top. Glenn answers to Muji. It wasn't the case when they first got hired. It was just kind of like equal ground, or maybe Glenn was considered a little higher on the totem pole or whatever. But Muji is like the top tier right now. So he's making those decisions from what I understand. And I do think Woody Johnson is going to defer to him because Woody Johnson's not stupid. And he knows he's not a football guy. So if he sees somebody there who is doing a good job, Woody Johnson is going to let that man cook. And he's going to say, okay, we're going to do this at your suggestion, but it will be you on the line next if this doesn't work out. I truly believe that's the case. Jets scored again, 17-13. They're still losing. I truly think that would be the case. No, it's not 3. It's 13. No, 16. Oh, boy. 16. There we go. Klubnik is the GOAT, believe it. The very wise and sage like Darren Muji is omnipotent. Yeah, I believe he is. I believe he is. Very, very happy. Maybe Joe Walton. Yeah, maybe. Oh, SG took off. Good night, SG. Good to see you again. Gino can't find the license plate of his own car. What makes us think he can run an offense? Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, if the Jets start out 0-3, 0-4, if they lose, I kind of low key like that solid game. I want to win that game, but I don't want to win it. I don't want to back into a win. Like if we're gonna win that game, I want to outright win that game. And then there might be a part of me that's like, okay, maybe we have something here. Let's just see it roll, and I'll root for wins, and we land where we land, and then just figure it out from there. But if we back into a win and then we still look like a mess and we get blown out the following, then I'm just like, you know what? Like I don't even put Cade Klubnik out there. Let him do what he does. Let's just see what happens at that point. And I'm not saying it, week 2, but if they look terrible week 1 and they happen to win, and then week 2 they go, and then there's like 3 blowouts, or just like they can't move the football. It's just the same old, same old. By week 5, I'm going to be saying, could we see Cade Klubnik, please? Maybe before that. If we're like in one of those situations where it's 3 and out after 3 and out by week 3, week 4, why not? Why not? Moji season, that is right. Gase would be a step up at this point. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it would just be, we'd be in a similar situation where we're just like, what the hell? Like, what the hell is going on? None of it's good. If Frank Reich gets pulled to a different team, there's always Adam Gase. So, man, we're getting a lot of Adam Gase talk in the chat. I don't feel great about this. Stop saying his name. He's going to appear. No, if you say his name 3 times, I think I already did. He might be behind me. I don't want to look. Lord Chair, protect me if Adam Gase is behind me. Moji season, yes. Send Matt West to the Phantoms. I can't Phantom Zone Matt West. What? He'll take all the belts with him and hide them, and then we'll have no belts for the season. We can't do that. Well, to be fair, also to Matt West, we were talking about who the best and worst Jets head coaches have been over time. Red X, since you've been through this horror show with us, outside of Parcells, we're not bringing Weeb Eubank into this. Outside of Parcells and Rex, who would you say was the best Jets head coach? Think about that. It's an interesting question. I'll tell you what I said after I hear your take. I don't think Matt West answered. Oh no, Matt West did answer it. All right, 1st and 15 for the what are these guys? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tampa Bay fake pewter heads. I do have some preseason business to take care of in the zone if I do travel there. Oh, do you really? Okay. Well, if you want me to send you there, I will. It's up to you. Remember, champions have the ability to send people to the Phantom Zone. And the only one that can prevent it is the Demonverse champion. And Bubba. Bubba also has Phantom Zone protection powers, only if he is the champion, though. If he's any champion. I think, right? Yeah, you said Joe Walton. You said Joe Walton. I said Pete Carroll. This is just bad football at this point on both sides. But Leave it to the Jets to be in like the worst preseason football game. They can't. The preseason has been fantastic, and like Jets football in the preseason is virtually unwatchable. After after Klubnik was fine. That was fun watching that. But at this point, it's just like, ugh. That's exactly what it's like. Ugh. 17-16. These balls are just sailing. Just run the football, people. 8 minutes left. 3rd and 10. This is tough, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's not an easy question. That's why I was interested. Finn's still over here tanking out. Yeah, they're tanking the preseason. Starting already. There's Jalen Daniels. He's gonna be in trouble for using that name. Yeah, I mean, and you can go with Walton, you can go with Pete Carroll, or if there's somebody else. But if I could pick any former head coach, at the time when they were the head coach, to be the Jets head coach now, I can just pluck them from that time and place them here, and it's not Parcells, it's not Weeb, it's not and Weeb, I don't even know if he was a good coach. Like I said, I wouldn't have picked him anyway. But you can't do it with Rex, which I don't think I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't do it with Rex anyway. Honestly, for me, it would be Parcells or Pete Carroll. And if I can't take Parcells, I'm going straight to Pete Carroll. I'm not even bringing Rex into this. He just had an awesome roster, I believe, and an elite defense, and thrived with it. I do not think he was a very good coach. Welcome back to the preseason. Yeah, the preseason we all know and love. My soul wants to say Rex because 11-year-old me was happy watching that AFC title run. Yeah, but I took Rex out of it though. So Rex and Parcells you can't have because of the success that they had. Oh yeah, okay. So you said you can't. I'm starting to think that the Finns may actually find a way to deliberately lose to Glenn. They might. But look, did Malik Willis play at all? I'm hearing that they might give Devon Achane like the ball 40 times a game. So, he is electric anytime he touches the football. And I don't know that Aaron Glenn's defense is going to be able to stop the run. So we'll see. It is a superpower, though. He is very super powerful when it comes to calling the defense. I would have gone, yeah. So yeah, I still would have went Pete Carroll if Rex was there. I appreciate the success we had. I just didn't think Rex was a good coach. I think he was the beneficiary of an excellent offense, an excellent team, offense and defense, and knew how to make that defense work. There were some studs on that defense. But man, we did not have the quarterback. Same. The song remains the same. Is that what Led Zeppelin said? Man, just did not have the quarterback. Oh, it hurts my heart. How are the Bucks still on the field? Like the Bucks offense is still on the field. Oh, 4th and 5, they're going for it. You say, Aaron Glenn, this is what you need to be doing. Man's kicking field goals everywhere. That's a first down. You can't stop the Buccaneers like 5th string offense. And I know it's your 5th string defense, but still, I thought it was your superpower. I'm going to keep saying that. Herm, yeah, so I brought up Herm before. I liked Herm. He was a coach that I didn't dislike. There were issues that I had with him, and it was like the clock management stuff. He needed to bring in a clock management guy. As a head coach, I think he was in a little bit over his head, but I didn't think Herm was a bad head coach. I didn't think he was a great head coach. I didn't think he was bad. Pete Carroll, I don't think had a fair chance. The team quit on him. After that Dan Marino fake spike, he was young. We saw what Pete Carroll became later. So that's why I'm like, man, if we would have given Pete Carroll a chance, we might have had something interesting there. But, you know. And I'm going based off of Pete Carroll after he went to college, of course. So we don't know. If he would have stayed in the NFL, maybe he would have been terrible moving forward. But Pete Carroll really didn't get a fair crack. But he's another one, right? Went on to win Super Bowls. Another former Jet went on to win the big game, and we sat here and watched them with the same team as Sam Darnold. What? What are the Seahawks doing to us? Wait a minute. The Seahawks might be a team that I'm going to have to do some investigating here. That just occurred to me. They think I'm never going to notice these things, but I do. I notice the patterns. It might take me a little longer sometimes, but I notice the patterns. Oh, crazy. Can't believe it. DJ Damon says, love your stuff. The Falcons jabs are tough but fair. Oh, man, you're a good sport. It's all out of love, man. You know, I joke about my own team. So if people are going to get upset when I joke about their team, it's like, okay. If you can't have fun, then what is there? Especially if your team's bad. Like, it's all we have. It's either that or tears. Either laughter or tears. What are you going to choose? I choose laughter all the time. Hello, you play to win the game. Yes. That's what we get. We don't get Super Bowl. We don't get Lombardis. We get quotes like that. So fun. I get the feeling Salah is going to demolish this guy. You know what? I kind of hope so. Last Jets head coach with a winning record was Al Groh. Yeah, but that was Parcells' team. That was the team that Bill Belichick was supposed to take over. That drives me crazy every time I think of that. We came so close to having either Peyton Manning or Tom Brady. We would have Peyton Manning. We could have had them both and Bill Belichick. I'm telling you. Oh, could you imagine that? Although I don't think they would have drafted Tom Brady if Manning was there. But Parcells, that is the warning I give to people who want Mike Tomlin. As Parcells came in, great. We had Tomlin would be a short-term thing. He's not staying there for 20 years. But he would want total control, and I don't trust that man to draft, and I don't trust him to build a roster. So that's why I don't want him. I'm not going to chase someone's former success that wasn't even, you know, it was impressive, sure, but you were impressive as a coach, not a general manager. It's like, let Darren Muji do whatever he wants. Let him bring in his coach. Let him bring in the guy he wants. And that's one thing that I'm just like, would Woody step in and say, no, Mike Tomlin's available. I'm going to get him. Bring him in here no matter what. Then I'm like, all right, Woody, now you just jumped the shark, man. Now you just jumped the shark. Exactly. If you can't have fun, then why bother? Yeah. You know, like, there's no reason. No reason for anything if you can't have fun. Problem with this question is that I was too young for the great coaches, and all the ones in my lifetime were mid. Did we have great coaches? Did we? No, we had who was the one that I said before? Damn it. He was the former Bengals coach. Took the Bengals to the Super Bowl. Bruce Coslett. I remember my dad being pretty happy about Bruce Coslett. And then my dad hating Bruce Coslett. Let's see, hold on. I want to see the time frame here. No, that's out of order. I want them in order. List of New York Jets head coaches. The very first head coach. Do you know who the very first head coach in New York Jets history was when they were the New York Titans? Sammy Baugh. Is that how you say his name? 2 years, went 14-14. Wow. Mike, we do not care, Tomlin. I did not know that. He was the very first Jets head coach. But again, as the Tennessee Titans, not the Tennessee, they weren't the Tennessee Titans. They were the New York Titans. I did not know that. I did not know that. Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick, expected to do nothing. Yeah. But I know that the reason Belichick drafted him was because Belichick wasn't super high on Bledsoe. So he liked Tom Brady, and then, in the 6th round, snatched him up. So what I'm saying is, if we had Peyton Manning, I don't know that Belichick would have been in the same mindset of, I don't really know about this quarterback. I'm going to go with this guy. Or I'm going to bring this guy in and see what happens. That's the story that, we've been told. I think with Manning, there wouldn't have been. He might, if he was there, sitting there, but I don't know that they would have looked at quarterback maybe as thoroughly as they did, because Bledsoe was getting older. With Manning, it's like, well, this guy's going to be here. He's, we expect him to be elite. So I don't know that they would have done that. Belichick was right, man. Bulldog Turner was the second head coach, then Weeb Ewbank when they became the New York Jets. So yeah, we had a string of 2-year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. Walt Michaels was the 8th Jets head coach, was there for 6 years, had a record of 39-41. I'm sorry, 39-47. Then the great Joe Walton came after him, enjoyed 7 seasons as the New York Jets head coach, 2 playoff berths. Walt Michaels had 2 playoff berths, had one NFL Coach of the Year in 1978. Joe Walton, 53-57 record, 2 playoff berths. Bruce Coslett, 4 years, 26-38 record, 1 playoff berth. Pete Carroll, 6-10. We know about that. Rich Kotite, 4-28. Then Bill Parcells, right there. Then Al Groh, lasted 1 season. Herm Edwards, 5 seasons, 39-41. 1 AFC championship, 3 playoff berths. That's the most decorated head coach in terms of playoff berths. 3 of them. Herm Edwards. So I'm underselling him a little bit. Did I miss a Jets interception? Never mind, it's the Jets. Thank you so much, Navy EMT. Navy EMT. I'm telling you, I'm keeping my eye on the Seahawks, because that whole thing that I mentioned before about the Seahawks, Pete Carroll leaving the Jets, going to the Seahawks, winning a Super Bowl, Sam Darnold just did the same thing. There's probably something going on with the Seahawks that I need to investigate. So watch yourself, Navy EMT, because when I uncover what I'm supposed to uncover, or what I've been led to uncover by the gods, it might not end up good for Seattle. I'll tell you that right now. It also might end up good. Do I have to update the score? 24-16. Oh, good God. Here we go. 24-16. Does Brady become Brady if he goes anywhere but New England? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I think he becomes a starting quarterback in the league who, the thing is, he's a maniac. So I think it was like Tom Brady was going to be inevitable. I don't think he was a system quarterback. I think it might, the course of events might have changed. But I think Tom Brady would be a guy we all knew. No, now would he have won 7 Super Bowls? I don't know. But I can't imagine Tom Brady being in this league and not winning a Super Bowl. I don't think. I mean, I don't think it was. At this point, I don't think it was Belichick. And knowing what we know of Tom Brady and how he prepares and whatnot, what his mindset has been throughout his career, it'd be hard to see that guy not succeed. So I think Tom Brady would have been Tom Brady. Again, maybe not 7 Super Bowl Tom Brady, but I think he would have won a Super Bowl at some point. And it could have been with the New York Jets. No, but maybe not. Because again, if we, if we have the scenario where Belichick doesn't quit, keeps the job, and then he drafts Tom Brady with the New York Jets, then we're a dynasty. Red X Power, what are you doing to me right now? Why are we going here with this? It hurts. It hurts. It hurts my heart. DJ Damon, thank you so much for the 200 joules. I appreciate it, man. I don't care what anyone says about the Jets without a Super Bowl win. The league merger doesn't happen. That's right. That's right. You can thank the Jets for the current state of the NFL. It's our doing. What he's going to uncover is that every deity hates us. Boomer was the quarterback in that 94 playoff squad. I was a big Boomer Esiason fan. Big Boomer Esiason fan. Remember, I cheered for the Jets during the Vinny era before my father passed the birthright of the Seahawks on to me. You did root for the Jets during the Vinny era, and then you just left us in the dust, Navy EMT. You just decided to move on to the team that went on to win many Super Bowls with people that we let go. It's almost like I'm making it up. I feel like I'm making up a story. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, and I want to stop talking about it because it's heartbreaking. Is this Isaiah Davis running the football? I don't know. There is like nobody in the stadium. People are leaving. Preseason football in all its glory. Remember, I will not be around. I think I told you guys I will not be around this week for NFL lore, but we'll be around. Not NFL lore. What am I talking about? Demonverse After Dark. That's what this is called. And Jeremiah Trotter shaking hands as he's leaving. I'm going here because I'm drinking. It hurts. Day in the life of a Jets fan. Yeah. You guys are going deep into NFL history. I, as a recent NFL fan, recognize some names, but not what they did or where they coached or played. Yeah, I remember like pouring through newspapers, just looking for any scrap of NFL information, especially in the offseason. Just being like getting the sporting news. There was a little bodega I would pass, or deli. There was like a deli. There were bodegas too. I would go to whatever place I would go to. There were many of them in my area, Italian delis and bodegas. So they always had magazines. So I would go in and get. Do you guys remember the National? When the National was out, it was like a sporting newspaper sort of thing. And I remember the day the last issue came out. It said we had a ball. And it was so sad. And I wish I still had it. But I used to get the National all the time. And I would get the sporting news. That was like one thing that I was just like, I need to get the sporting news because that what was cool about the sporting news was they were like the only publication that gave you little snippets of what every team was doing in the off season, or and it was they were just like little snippets. There were maybe like 3 or 4 sentences, and it would be like, this is happening or this happened, and it would just keep you up to date. Hold on, Astro, I'll let you out. And the Browning Nagel. um, so yeah, the sporting news would give you those little snippets, and it was awesome. But that's where and then I would just like pour through the newspapers, but the local newspapers only really had local news unless like a big thing was happening or occurring. And then there was Sports Illustrated, which my parents got me for Christmas every year. And I wasn't a big fan of sports. So I feel like it was more like, oh, we're going to do an interview with this guy and he's going to talk about his life and whatnot. It wasn't like sports news. I wanted like updated sports news, just like at my fingertips all the time. So when the internet came out, I was just like, I see where this is going. And I was so happy. The day the internet came out, I celebrated. No, I mean, but it was hard to find information back then. It was hard to find information. It was hard to find, it was hard to stay up to date with teams that were not local. Now it's completely different. This thing. Drive of the game. Is this game over? Have a great night, Melissa Klein. So great to see you. All hail Lord Chair. You should dedicate this year's streams to the great Browning Nagel. Did Browning Nagel pass away? Also, going back to Tomlin, I attribute his success to the fact that his division is poo-poo. Yeah, that was really, that was part of Brady's success too, by the way. The man had a lot of home playoff games because that division was terrible for a long time. All hail Lord Chair is right. My coin dealer has a first edition Sports Illustrated from 1957 mint condition. I've held it in my hands. Wow, that's crazy. Adam Schefter would still find a way to be first back then. Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, back then it was hard. It was hard. And what was cool was when games like Tecmo Bowl came out, you had the full rosters just there at your fingertips. You could sit there and just like pour through the rosters. And then when Madden got the licensing and everything, that was cool too. Then you can, Madden was, Madden was a really good way to learn how to understand the game. I don't know if it is anymore. I haven't played it in a long time, but that, like, if you had a kid who was going to play football and you wanted to teach him things, I feel like Madden was a great tool to use. Oh, yes, I will be streaming the Dallas game. Oh, you mean for the preseason? I don't know. I'm not going to be doing the preseason, but yeah, Dallas Giants game Sunday night. Absolutely. I'm doing that. I am doing that. I plan on doing all the, all the primetime games, unless I'm like sick and I can't talk or something. Planning on doing all the primetime games. I want to do a lot of the Jets games. I don't know that I'm going to be able to because I still have to work. I have to get a lot of work done on Sundays. So I got to like plow through work and then get set up for the night stream. But, Oh, Nagel died in Louisville. Oh, man, I did not know that. The great Browning Nagel. R.I.P. indeed. Yeah, Shannon, but I will be, Dallas has quite a few primetime games from what I understand, if I remember correctly. I'm looking forward to the Dallas primetime games. Oh, Aaron Glenn, suffering another loss in the preseason. It's going to be a man without a job. It's going to be a lean Christmas in the Glenn household. Tackled at the line of scrimmage. I wish there was a Halloween game this year. They should make Halloween night a good thing in the NFL. Have a good night, Red X. 1 minute left. I'm going to call this one because what's the point? What's the point of finishing this up? Jets are going to lose 24-16. They don't even have the football. They don't have any timeouts. This is just like watching a regular season. Thank you to the Streams Universal Champion, Ashley Atchison, for winning the Streams Universal Championship again. She is also your Demon Lady Champion. Those titles are going to get name changes come week 1, so get ready for that. Thank you to Sean Cantrell. Thank you to Jeff's Party. Thank you to Remy. Thank you to Rowdy. Thank you to Samuel Miller. Thank you, Melissa Klein. Thank you, Game Show Gumbo. Thank you, Navy EMT, for donating to the stream. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. You guys keep the lights on in here. You keep the Demonverse going. And I really, really genuinely appreciate it. And thank you for not making fun of my Jets too much tonight. It really hits me in the heart. And thank you to everybody who offered jewels and whatnot. I have no way of recording them, so you know who you are. Thank you to Matt West for keeping an eye on the belts. Preseason en Espanol has occurred. Yes, this is done. There's 32 seconds left. They're going to punt. The Jets are not going to do it. You know what? There's 28 seconds. They're going to punt. If I can last another 28 seconds. Let's just see if they somehow come back and at least tie this game. Let's see. 21 seconds. We can do that. We can do that. We'll be watching if I stream. How was my night? My night was pretty good. Pretty good so far. A lot of fun. No, you know what? They're doing this nonsense. Forget about it. But thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. For PFA. If I remember, next week, No Demonverse After Dark. I'll let you guys know. It's going to be the anniversary weekend. If something changes or whatever, I'll let you know. But I doubt it will. For PFA, for Lucas and Astro, for Lorraine, who watches every single stream, thank you guys so much. Got 21 seconds. They're gonna make me. Okay, we're gonna do this. 21 seconds. We're gonna do this. There's the punt. If there was a flag, I was just gonna end it. But let's see if the Jets can at least throw the ball downfield with 12 seconds left. I'm gonna ride this out for the 12 seconds. And see if the Jets can come up with an epic game-winning play in the preseason. Because the way the preseason has gone, we've had excitement. Let's see. Let's see if it happens. Here we go. 12 seconds. They're really taking their time here. They're really milking this. I think they want the TV time. Here we go. The vaunted Jets offense. Working out of the shotgun is a man I do not know. And he's going to take the snap from another man I do not know. I can't see their names. He's talking to a man next to him. He takes the snap. 3-man rush. He rolls out to his right, throws the ball, and that is incomplete. 6 seconds left. Throws it to Casper. Oh, that's Cook. Oh, man. Let Cook cook. Yeah. Pick $6. Yeah, probably. Sling the rock. Let's go. 6 seconds. 6 seconds. Here we go. Look at Todd Bowles. He's happy beating the Jets. He's probably going to not have a head coaching job next year either. Might be a lean Christmas in the Bowles household, too. I don't think so, though. I don't think he'll get fired in season. Maybe after the season. Throw over the middle. Wait a second. We are across the 50, and that's it. And that'll be the game. Guys, thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys next time. Be good.